was a time where hip-hop culture and geek culture were at odds, clashing over dominance amongst society on who deserves the right to be considered best. The great culture feud lasted for decades, with no end in sight, until one crew decided enough was enough. Deuces, Liv, Bacardi, and Didge, collectively known as Geekset, stepped up where the world needed it and became the only place that blends hip-hop culture and geek together. Tune in every other Tuesday on any podcast platform and see Geekset move the culture.
All right. Welcome back to Geekset Podcast, the only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy, As Seen in Forbes, Deuces. With me, I got As Seen in Forbes, Liv.
It's your boy, Sofrito Front Page Papi! I'm mad that he gave me a title before I
No, because As Seen in Forbes, I got my man Bacardi in the building.
Hey, how the fuck are we doing today?
As Seen in Forbes, always you got my man Didge in
What
the
is
building.
happening, people?
And today is a motherfucking celebration,
It's a motherfucking
dog.
celebration,
Dog. This is
man.
the first podcast that we had.
You pop that
since-
motherfucker and go flying, dog. We gonna be fighting in this
Nah,
bitch. He got his finger ready. You
I
see
got
the
it.
videos, right?
I got it,
Alright.
dog.
I
But
was just hoping there you go.
All right.
Nigga got startled. Hey, horror movie.
I
That's
see,
a couple
I
words,
seen them
dog.
shits.
This shit
But yeah,
funny, bro.
dog, bro, nigga, we in Forbes,
Hey, we
dog.
in Forbes, bro.
Fam,
Hey,
that
it's-
shit wild.
Dog,
We are actually
we
in
are
Forbes.
in fucking Forbes
Like,
for being
Call me
geek.
HTTPS, Pappy.
Tilt.
HTTPS.
Tilt your cup, tilt your cup.
backslash
HTTPS.
Hey, he's a secure one too.
Hey, this sick. I'm mad at you for doing that. I'm mad at you for saying all that. Like,
Y'all, you just mad you didn't think about it.
Oh, you.
oh god.
I let,
Yo, where my cup at, fam? Let me
It's
get
sitting in front of. Don't knock over Broly.
Yeah.
I'd have knocked
but
it over.
yeah,
there.
Broly is kind of like
pull
he
me up, fam.
kind of like
Pull me up.
feeble, man.
Tip,
But,
tip,
dog.
tip the cup. Tip the cup.
Bro, like it's funny because like everybody independently had moments.
Hold on. Big chair.
Oh, big chair.
Cheers,
Oh, you
y'all.
gotta type me more.
Big chairs.
This nigga
dog.
celebrates.
Big chairs. Hey
Cheers.
man,
Hey, fam.
love y'all niggas, dog.
Love y'all. Love y'all. No, this.
Love, fam.
But what I love is leading up to it, dog. Everybody had that moment, like, hey, dog, we about to be in Forbes.
Yeah, I really, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm
bro.
saying? Bacardi,
I
It,
forgot
bro.
about it.
It's still surreal now.
It's very
like the only
surreal.
nigga right now who's still reminding me is Deuces. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I
the
get-
Deuces
I
make a
get a
post and shit
random
like, bro, I
person.
forgot we the fucking
Bro, I
Forbes.
had,
get a
I had
random
one of the
person.
teachers like, I didn't know you was this famous. I'm like, what you
Right.
talking about? She was like, you was in Forbes? And
Right.
I'm like, oh yeah. She's like, with a famous podcast?
Like she
You know,
saw
she a
it when I was
Caucasian
sending
woman.
she saw what you sending it to her and nothing.
I sent it to my immediate staff, right?
Yeah. So
She was
someone
not
passed it
included.
to her. Yeah.
So somebody must have,
Yeah.
and like when she seen me today, she was like, "You famous? You're in Forbes? Like
Bro.
that's also awesome, Adderson."
Bro,
Like,
the day of, I was at my office. So like I got like the concierge up front, bro, and I was just like, bro, today's a good day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he like, why is it a good day? I'm like, cause you got somebody in your building that's in the Forbes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know
I
what I'm saying?
legit. I had my guy. He hit me. He was like, "Hey, dead ass." That's all he said. I didn't know what he was talking about. He was like, "Bro, Forbes though," and I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "Fam, how?"
Yeah.
that's the funniest question I'm getting.
Damn.
Everybody keep on asking, how y'all get in Forbes? I'm like, what you mean, how, nigga?
I'm working, motherfucker.
That's what I'm
Working.
saying. Like, fam, we
Like,
working
bitch.
it.
I don't act like you just saw us, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
you just saw us.
Oh, we
like,
just randomly
Bro.
just got in like
Yeah.
working, bitch.
Working. Like I
Like-
said, you had your moment 3 days before the post. Liv was like, hey, dog, we about to be in Forbes. Like, I just love that we had that moment. Like,
Dog,
if
Because I forgot. like,
it ain't settled. It still
didn't.
ain't sunk in like that. Honestly, it
bro,
still ain't.
you know what's so funny
'Cause
now? When I go places, I'd be the meme. I'd be saying in my head like,
Oh, no.
"There's
Oh, you
no
that
way."
Hey, that meme's so solid to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you say anything to be I don't agree with. Like, you don't know I'm in for it.
Like we don't speak the same language, bro.
Yeah.
HTTPS.
You don't know. That's the
HTTPS. Forbes.com.
But that's really the
You know
mood I'm
what? I
trying
never
to.
even said my daddy. Yeah, I did say my daddy that. Yeah.
Bro,
I did.
I said my mama that.
I said my parents
She
too.
definitely. My mama definitely would like Good job.
My mom
do you
too-
know what Forbes is, Mom? Like, I had to ask her.
My
my
mom's
parents
Puerto
do.
Rican.
My
She be like,
my dad, he was like, Forbes, huh? I was like,
your dad looked like he'd be one of the Forbes, huh?
Yeah. Be like,
Okay,
But here's
all
what-
right. Like that's the congratulations.
Here's what I really
My
love.
mama too. I'm sorry. I just gotta say, my mama too Puerto Rican. Like even if I sent it to her, she'd be like, "Oh, that's nice." In Spanish,
Yeah.
like that's
That's
nice.
what mama- that's pretty much what
and then
my
I
mama
gotta
did.
explain, like, Mom, like Forbes is like it is like it's up here, and then she'll be like, "Oh, okay," and then she'll
getting
just
into Forbes is
go back to what she was doing. Like,
And
mean,
not
even
only
just-
that, not only that, because I want to say,
I gotta make it to
the
Telemundo.
craziest
That's how she gonna
Let Luther
celebrate
get his
me.
shit off,
I'm
fam.
sorry.
I know we excited.
I'm
now.
sorry. I need to be on
you didn't-
Telemundo.
You didn't broke the levy, nigga.
I,
Nigga,
didn't- well, 'cause I want to say, I love the fact that they got
I wasn't even this hype.
our stage
Yeah.
name and our real name
that's,
in it.
that's the
The
part
stage,
that
yeah.
They
that's
got
the
our
part that's
stage
great.
name
Like,
and our
I
real
feel
name.
my name
like,
right now.
I love everything. Like, so shout out
Scott King.
Shout out to Scott King.
Scott King.
Shout out to Scott King, because we definitely gave him a rough moment in setting up. Like, we behind the scenes, we gave Scott King a rough moment because we wanted to make sure that we were all represented as Geekset for this interview.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the Forbes thing don't come up when I put my name in.
Oh, that's disrespectful.
No, it is. It's funny because
Wait, did you click
my
news?
LinkedIn will pop
Click
up
news. Click news.
and a Shazam song will pop up.
But click,
I'm on Shazam too.
I need to
Click-
find that
click the news
Shazam
tab.
song. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't
But
gonna
no,
find
yeah.
it. The crazy thing is that it's on TV. Like it's not published anywhere
not-
other than on TV shows.
not images. News. Click the news tab.
But no, yeah, shout out to Scott King, because we definitely gave him a rough time.
Second link.
We gave him
How
a rough-
am I in 24/7 Sports Georgia Tech Tops? Wait, what the fuck? Like, why?
Bro, why are you here Googling yourself right
that
now?
means there's an Anderson
Hey,
out there.
No,
Why
you know
you
what?
Googling
It's just a
yourself?
Gonzalez, bro.
Why are you Googling yourself right now?
It's
Because
the
I
number one,
needed
'cause
the
it's good.
HTTPS leader.
But bro, y'all don't know how. Like I was.
Matter of fact, I'm about to put as seen in Forbes
As
on my
Seen in
Instagram.
Hey, I'm definitely making some as seen as Forbes Geek Church.
Yeah,
stuff,
no.
bro.
When Scott told me that it was live, I was like, bro, I can't. I was like, I just felt so good to say, hey guys, we are officially,
in Forbes, bro.
No,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
wild.
but, like that's what I'm saying. Like
And
even
that
when you announced it, like I said, remember I was the one like a week earlier, like bro, we supposed to be doing the Forbes thing, like, and I was right at that
No,
moment.
it
where
was the day before when you
Yeah, that
asked,
was-
literally the
Was
day
the day
before
before?
when
Yeah.
you was like, hey, when is the Forbes thing coming out? Like,
yeah, I'm like, dog, and I really was like, because I had the relaxation of like we don't know that I just completely forgot again immediately. So when you pop the next day, like, hey, we in Forbes, y'all. And I'm like, bro, what? Hold on. Huh? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and what I love is, like I said, even with the reaction, man. Like I said, I've been talking a lot about the Blur community, but like,
Bro, shout out to the Blurred community.
that's why I wanted to give. Yeah, I
all-
wanted to give shout out to Scott King because of the article in general. If you get people who haven't seen it, like we said, like giving our stage names, our real names. Shout out to the Blur. Like he used everything that was needed to be put into the Forbes.com. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everything that needed to be like catapulted forward for us was put in Blur and put it in Forbes.com. And shout out to Scott. Like I said, we gave the nigga a rough time. like we gave it. Like I didn't know, and he took our energy and put it together beautifully. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, but like even just in the response, shout out
Yeah,
to
the
what
response.
I think Deuces is saying. And shout out to the Blurred community in that because the response has been. It hasn't been, hey, that's cold for y'all. It's been bro, that is a win for the community.
Yeah,
That's the response that I got.
yeah, same.
And it's
They
just
ain't
been,
finna take this from us.
Right.
I'm HTTPS live.
No, man. Yeah.
Look at Rudy here like, shut up.
No,
Shut up, dog.
because
I'm just fucking around,
I
bro.
love it, bro. Because like since Black History Month and just meeting all these blurs and having conversations with them, like I feel like the community believes in us. Like they look at us like you know what I'm saying. You know, coming from Milwaukee, we know what we dealt with.
Yeah.
yeah.
It wasn't that. It was the total opposite. It was
Milwaukee
zero
was-
hate.
yeah, it
all
was-
the blur was like, yo, hey, they was retweeting it,
Yeah.
posting it. They was like, yo, look, like I said, when Didge was on the podcast, I was on the podcast. They bringing it up like, yo, y'all niggas, they hitting us up in the DMs. Like, fam,
it's
I
that,
love.
it's
It's been
that,
so
and
dope.
like Deuce said, coming from Milwaukee, you don't. The city is so fucking just. I'm me. Like,
Yeah, it is. I mean, yeah.
Like so, I guess I can't say everybody in the city, but a lot of the fucking city is. I treat your win as a personal loss to me. And it's
Right.
like, it don't got to be that way. It's
Yeah,
not.
it's a win for everybody.
Right.
It opens
Like-
the doors. I definitely feel like, because I mean, even like I said, for the 4 years that we've been doing Geekset, And like this, like that's really what I was saying. Like when people really were shocked to see us in Forbes. I mean, not saying that we're not shocked as well.
Right.
But it's like, that means clearly you don't see the work that we've been putting in.
We have been trying to really pioneer this community because we decided at one point to be for geeks, to be like, bro, we need to really spread this word, like, and be geeks at conventions and be geeks in every, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we like, let's put our presence out everywhere.
Right.
And be, you know what I'm saying? So being in Forest means that we really pushed ourselves to be present in areas that you wouldn't see us.
Yeah.
And I just want to send a special shout out to whoever was hating on the Rudy post. I just want to send that special shout out.
Dog.
You can come up on the show.
Deuce is back because he was gonna slide that in there. Like, you wasn't?
No.
Because come fuck with us.
The community.
Come fuck with HTTPS.
He deleted his comment. The community went at him.
He deleted his comment?
Yeah. I went and commented on the.
I went and looked. I couldn't find it.
He definitely he deleted both because he came back with a thumbs up comment, and that's the one I was able to comment on, but it got deleted because he deleted his comment.
So he tried to delete his original and give us a thumb up, and the motherfuckers was like, no, bro, you was hating.
We really got to hide like that? We get niggas out of the picture now?
I didn't know that.
We get niggas out of the picture now?
Until today, until that time. Until that moment, I didn't know either.
My follows don't look like I got to hide
because, like I said, I legit was
just
just talking about it. I just posted it to the show, like, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
I love when Liv said he posted it, didn't know what it was. Because when I saw it, I didn't know what it was. So I saw this nigga keep his head on that bitch like, that nigga let me scoot over here. And I'm like, bro, what is this? Like,
I actually saw it on TikTok.
I've been doing more on TikTok.
And so I be just scrolling through TikTok, and I was like, oh, this deuces. I was literally about to scroll past it till I saw it, like you said, he scooted in. I was like, let me see what he got to say. And so that's what I went to go comment.
I don't know why it is, because even Tony Baker, shout out to Tony Baker does it too. Like, for some reason, any nigga who do a video where they kind of like ease into the picture, I'm in it.
It's every black person that do it.
I got one loaded that I'm gonna do. I got one that I'm post later on.
Every black person that do it.
I don't know what it is, because it's just fun. Especially if you can come in with a good intro.
Yeah.
Like, you come in with a, like, Tony be like, ooh.
Tony he's the best, dog. He's the best at it, because he come in like, ooh.
Yeah, like, bro, even if it be a little, it's perfect timing.
It is.
Because it'd be like, if you get a clip of the video, he'll stop it, pause it, like, bro, like, so it's like, when I saw Rudy do it, I'm like, when I saw Rudy, I'm like, bro, what we doing?
But then also, moving forward into it, like, we announced a big project that we are embarking on.
This is the first time it's been talked about.
This is the first time we're talking about
not
it.
the first
I'm
podcast.
so sorry, y'all. I'm hot as a bitch.
I know.
You hot?
Bro, I told you to turn on the AC.
Why y'all hot, bro?
I'm fine now.
I'm good.
Y'all had a good night's rest.
That's because you naked under that hoodie now.
I got a beater on.
Your titties rubbing on cotton and shit.
Ew, no.
So that's the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah, we announced the Black Geek documentary.
The Black Geek documentary.
This is the first time it was announced on our pod. I done said it on like 3 different podcasts.
Have you said it already?
I've been on there. You know what's coming up next, niggas. You know what we got,
What
niggas.
podcast you been on, Didge?
Shout out Geek Vibes.
Yeah, shout out Geek Vibes. Make sure.
Oh, Didge been out here, though.
Shout out Play Comics. I just started
Didge out
hitting
here
people.
now.
Did he asked the universe for it last year. He said, I want to give some more podcasts.
I just started hitting people.
He
like
did
that.
say that.
He asked the universe for
Nice.
it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean,
They ain't fucking with me or you, Ron.
No, they are. Bacardi was on one.
Matter of fact, never mind. You been featured too.
Yeah, you ain't.
They ain't fucking
You
with
ain't asked the
Sophie
universe
Poppy.
for it. That's
That's
'cause you
okay.
really-
Because
that's 'cause
they
you really don't
don't
want
want to fuck. You don't want Forbes lib on your shit.
Like,
No,
He
they
said they gonna
do.
ask the universe for it, though. He want to talk shit, though. About it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got your platform right here to be like, if y'all need me, but you ain't finna say it, you gonna say y'all ain't fucking with me.
No. HTTPS Pappy.
But shout out, man, Champ, because Champ has decided to embark on this journey with us. He said he's going to direct it. And
Hey, shout out the Champ, because he didn't know he was gonna be lashing some Forbes niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't know. Shout out to Champ being there from the beginning. Like,
Shout out to even before any of that being like, hey, I'm just.
we did everything we was doing in our own life, and he's like, bro, whenever y'all really want to get this documentary together, like,
you know what's funny? So when it launched, I sent them. I said, "Hey, you think this is gonna help out with the Black Geek documentary?" That nigga called me like, "Nigga, hell yeah!" What you talking about?
Hey, that's how you know. That's how you know it ain't sunk in yet. When you ask a nigga like, "Hey, is this clutch?" Like,
It's like
you
yeah,
think
definitely
this is
shout
good?
out to fam because that means he believed without having to see
Without having to see
like that.
Because Champ pretty much came around when we started doing the one-on-ones and shit like that. When we really started going into video.
Yeah, because
we asked him to do a lot of, you know what I'm saying?
He sat down. He sat down with me. Was like, "Hey, this is some of the stuff you can do with video. This is some of the stuff that you can do to take it to the next level."
So he's like I was saying, like really, that's a strong shout out. Like,
well, it's a strong shout out too, also because he's been doing his thing on the directing thing.
Yeah.
He left Milwaukee, he moved to Los Angeles, and he's been doing short film.
Bro, everybody that leave Milwaukee to do
like, bro,
anything
like I'm talking
do
about working with Kevin Hart's ex, working with Guy Tori,
we
working
it wrong now, right now. He's still in Milwaukee.
Working with King Batch, working like he's been doing legit stuff.
But
and
like,
so you know what I'm saying, to have a legitimate producer attached to it, and also behind the scene, I can't say the names, but there's some big names who said you can use me. You can the pitch deck that I created. They was like, yeah, you can. Everybody that y'all seen the pitch deck.
Yeah.
Everybody that's on there confirmed and said, I am down to be a part of the project. You can use me in the pitch deck to help out when you pitch into these people. And so if we are able to, like, once we get the funding, I'm saying I've been changing my tone. Once we get the funding.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
When we get the funding.
This is going to be great because we got legitimate, like GOAT blurs that are part of it. You know what I'm saying? Of the past and of the now that are going to be a part of it. And I cannot wait until we get to one. I'm super excited once we start doing the interviews.
What's been fun is just already being able to tell people, they like, oh, you know, hey, can you do such a, like, we doing pre-work right now on a whole documentary.
Yep.
Like, you can literally
say shit like
you
that,
can put documentary filmmaker in your bio wherever you want.
Like, bro, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I need a sit down day to really upgrade my life.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, cause even if, like I'm saying, like, I feel like the
put
Forbes,
that can be on IMDb right now.
I
It's
feel like the
pre-production.
Forbes thing is still
Right. Y'all didn't look.
Y'all didn't really know the
on
energy.
the IMDb, it says right now, Black Geek documentary in pre-production, all of our names and Champ names attached. I didn't add the people that we're going to
Did you put
interview.
as featured in Forbes?
Yes, I did. You know I did. Because you know when you go to IMDb, you know when you go to IMDb, you can see all the news related to a project. Oh, that Forbes link is there. The Black Geek documentary is on IMDb right now with the cover, waiting with our names in pre-production.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, it's
wild.
Like, and that's like, you really gotta write. And I haven't did that yet. That's probably why.
Oh man,
I haven't gave niggas
what you about
the
to say?
energy.
Say what you about to say.
I haven't getting it because I haven't really like put down
Because somebody
all
told
the
us
accomplishments of like, or just everything.
somebody
that
told me
done.
that we need to do that.
Like,
Legit, somebody said y'all
like,
need
we
to.
need
y'all
a
need to start.
timeline of how
y'all
we
need
got
to
here.
start. What did she? How did she say it? She said y'all need to. Fuck. I forgot what it was like, either document, but she was like, y'all got to start documenting y'all story.
Yeah.
But here's where I was
we need some Jesus. We need some genius right now. We need a cameraman.
But here's
You
the
know what I'm
thing,
saying?
though.
Like,
Here's the thing, and I was thinking about that. We're doing this Black Geek documentary, but I was like, bro, Geekset history is all on our drive. I was looking at shit from YouTube and our actual drive. Like, what you need to do is upload all your memories. I know that you got stuff that's not on there.
Bro, I got so many.
Yeah,
I've been.
But
doing
like,
that,
bro,
yeah.
like that we legit we have a picture on the drive right now that we can legit put where it started, where we're at right now. But I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a specific moment. I'm waiting for a specific moment. That we're gonna do it.
Like, even the memories.
But we got that. We have a screenshot first picture of us in Poindexter's basement.
Well, all of us, like, someone took it like while we were sitting there, or we were at the table.
I think it's either a selfie you took or I took, but it's me, you, and Liv.
You can't see all of
you. You can see all of us.
But I mean, my thing was like, even like I saw the past of like just the first interview. Like, when I think about the fact that we know our first interview, Red Ranger, like shit that came to us by universe that we didn't expect. Like, sitting next to Red Ranger, we was like, bro, should we ask for an interview? You know what I'm saying? Like, and you like.
Remember we didn't ask him.
Yeah. But it's like we was there to podcast. Like, we was there to do something totally different. And he like, y'all, you know what I'm saying? The whole interview, like, so having that to now having to be in a point where we finna do a documentary interviewing.
Oh yeah, because remember I posted it. I said this is legit. This is
legitimately the first interview.
The first one-on-one.
It's the first one-on-one. Like that, and that's what I'm saying. Like that was the first one aired. If you listen to the episode, whatever, it's the first interview, and it was the first live. It's the only live interview.
Yeah.
Like, really, I think the only live actual celebrity interview that we've done. You know what I'm saying? That was aired. So it's like,
That
That was the first.
Oh no, it stopped.
like to get there, and even the fact that we like what we've done, like that, and that's what I'm saying. That came and left. We didn't even capitalize off
We
that.
did not. Because remember,
Like,
at that
we didn't
time,
touch that.
at
We
that
tried.
We
we
made our post and
we
said
made
it
our
was a
post.
good
We
thing, but
tried. Like, we tried.
There's
I mean,
a
there was
post-
nothing. We didn't know what to do.
We didn't.
Like,
Say we didn't
And
really know what to
there's
do.
no video. It's literally just the audio,
Audio.
of his pic. It's a picture.
Yep,
and
and
the
audio.
audio of
And
it.
yeah, and the audio.
I
'Cause
know,
we didn't have no
like,
cap, yeah.
I mean, that's what we did. We didn't know what to
Like,
do.
you know what I'm saying?
Bro, we
We
didn't
did-
even have nothing.
So
Yeah,
we had nothing.
Shout out to Hidden Hard Radio.
The biggest thing that
Because-
came out of it is that signature right
Yep.
there. That's the
Shout out,
biggest-
yeah.
Where, what,
That signature. That's the biggest thing that came out of it.
Oh, yeah.
But like,
he did
shout
so,
out to
yeah.
Hidden Hard Radio because I was legit just telling them. I was like, bro, we legit got 2.5 years of just audio podcasts.
Yeah.
That no one know about. Like, we really, dog, that's
don't want- hey,
what
we-
really
I
threw
don't
me off
want
is the fact that
nobody to
niggas really
know.
have noticed us after we started going
They
visual.
can't.
But it's not a they can't know.
I'm
you
not proud
can-
of a lot of shows
Oh,
from the
audio?
beginning days.
some.
Oh, we still got Bel Air left?
Yeah.
From the
Oh yeah.
beginning
Pour me
days.
some before some more.
From the golden era.
But here's the thing, like I
The
said,
golden
the
era.
golden
I
era.
ain't, I ain't proud.
When
of
we
any
was
of
talk
them
radio,
shows.
nigga. You know
We
what I'm saying?
was
Like,
definitely. Hey, welcome back to the
Bro,
Geekset
yeah.
the
Podcast.
swag.
Only
Because
podcast
you know what?
that ain't
The
hip-hop
thing
culture.
is too, like, we couldn't be as loud as we want. Like, here we could be
That's it.
like once we opened our studio, you see we came out of our shells because we wasn't in our guy's house no more.
well, I mean, yeah. I
Once you
mean,
got
but
the
I mean,
building
it's,
grounds.
like, we
Yeah,
couldn't be.
the studio.
I mean, it's great to even. It's just great to know that we
Not
came.
this one.
It's
Building.
great
Yeah.
to know that we came from a very incubated state where we had a lot of people around us grooming us or trying to say what we should do, and we really all took a choice
Bro,
to be
Rudy
like,
used
bro,
to
we
be
gonna
like,
be us.
Welcome to the Geekset Podcast,
Bro,
the only podcast
it
that
was
blend
that.
hip-hop
I
culture
mean,
and
even
geek
just
culture
being
together.
slapped, like, bro, we used to, like, at one point, we really was just, the competition was drink champs. Like, we just gonna be drunk.
I
on the
wonder.
podcast.
I wonder.
Like, that
when-
was the
yeah.
competition at one point.
I
where it's
wonder
like,
when the shift of energy happened. We got to find it.
When
we got
we moved on.
No.
When we moved
Can
up
we-
out of the basement. When we moved up out of the basement, we went to building grounds. That's when the shift of the entirety of how we were forming ourselves started to be. Like, that's when
Yeah,
it started.
because I would agree. Because I think
Because
when we start seeing a building, like, shout out to building grounds. Like, once we start seeing that people are, you can actually be in a business of this. That's when we started thinking about, like, bro, we can really just get it. You know what I'm saying?
Not
Like,
even that very
Hold
first
on.
studio.
Because that's
brought
2035.
that. Not even.
2030.
No, that's not. I don't. Nope.
That was the first one.
2035.
That was the first one, but I'm telling you, it
He
wasn't
said
until
he doesn't
building
think
grounds.
until building grounds.
It was
what you
absolutely
think? Okay.
building
But
grounds because there was
2035
cool.
though, I did love because that was really like for us. I feel like if like I have a lot of pictures, a couple pictures from 2035.
Yeah.
And I think that even just in that set, if we really was still there, that set design or just how we was in that studio was.
But
cold.
that shit wasn't ours. That shit
It
was
wasn't.
like,
Yeah.
It wasn't ours.
That was like
But I
super
think that-
separated from
But I think
us,
we
you
needed
know?
those to start realizing when we got to the point at the building grounds, like, bro, we can just get our own.
I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying? Like,
As somebody
and
who
really-
started off as outside of it, I do think it was right around the time, and I'm not even just saying that because I started. It was when I started actually recording y'all.
Oh no, you definitely
Yeah,
added.
and I
You
think-
definitely brought
I think
mad energy
at
with
that
us.
point when I started noticing, because at that time I still wasn't even on air with y'all.
Yeah.
I was just recording. I started noticing, all right, we can do this, we can do that. You know, let's plan doing this, and this, and that's when it was like, okay, the wheels are sort of turning up. Instead of it's just something you do to do, it's all right. Let's make an actual business out of it. And then
Yeah.
when it became, I think right around that time, that was when we started thinking, because I remember actually the first podcast, and I was like, all right, I'm just on air. When all of us was there, it was the one we were talking about Endgame. Because I was like, I'm not finna sit here and listen to y'all talk for however long
yeah.
and not say anything.
Shout out to Didge though, because Didge was like, "Hey, y'all not gonna do me like that."
Yeah.
Like,
remember, because at first
fought to be on the
he
podcast.
did.
Like, y'all not gonna do
at
this.
first he was just gonna be our. He was
Yeah,
gonna be our
I was
engineer.
gonna be
engineer.
an engineer. But I was like, I was hyped off seeing Endgame, and I was like, y'all not finna record. I'm not finna hear somebody talk for 2 hours and not say shit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
So,
get on
like,
this.
like, shout out to Didge being,
Like-
shout out to Didge sliding in as just a fellow geek, and like, I like what y'all doing. But he's like, look, bro, you not finna debate without me talking. Like, you not finna do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, Didge
I remember that day.
fought his way in the
But
Geekset.
Didge filled in for me.
Yeah,
But I know
that's
that.
like
But he
first.
always
first
stayed
name.
engineer. He
At
always
first,
still
he
stayed.
was engineer at first, and then he filled in for you, and then after that, that's when he made it.
But he always stayed off camera. That's why we had Didge in the booth.
We didn't have
Yeah.
no camera.
Yeah, we had.
But
you
y'all
know
at
what I'm saying?
least,
Like,
y'all at
we
least
did.
like
We
go
would do it
live
live.
every so
Yeah.
often.
Yeah, and
Because remember we in the building, we had the camera for us.
Yeah, but
That shit was
but
weak.
see, that's where Didge in the booth came. As
Yeah,
always,
Didge in
we
the
got
booth, yeah.
Didge in the booth.
Like you know what I'm saying? So that's how we gave Didge a moment to like we pretty much made it like it was like in that moment it was like a talk show. Like you know what I'm saying? Like Didge was always that person that you can refer, like even though you don't know he there, it's like Didge, what you know what I'm saying? Like and like but even though we wasn't visually showing that, we made it seem like it's a separate area where Didge is at. Like
Right.
where we talking to Didge, you know what I'm saying? And Didge, like I said, at Endgame, he's like, bro, I'm not in the booth. I'm with y'all. I'm not in the booth. Like,
I
this
think
is-
he literally said that to us too.
Right.
I remember I had a mic over there because I would be able to talk
Yeah,
to y'all
no,
and I
I
wouldn't be able to
remember.
record.
Yeah.
So I just, nigga, this is recording this today.
Yeah. I feel like I literally heard Diz tell us, "I'm not in the booth. I'm in there with y'all." Like we watch, like we talking about this.
Yeah. Like we all talking about this shit
Endgame
today.
had
You know what I'm saying?
motherfuckers.
So I mean, like I said, like
oh.
shot, like that's what I'm saying. Did like that was the really. I think that's the energy. That's the energy I like though, because it's like I would love, like I want a, like when we get a real big team of people that just gravitate to that, like you know what I'm saying, and want to put their place in it. Like Didge came in as like I said, little brother, but it's like he like, bro, look, it's fuck all of that.
But
I'm
see,
a
that's
geek.
the energy.
I want to be in this.
Like
You know
I
what
just
I'm saying?
showed
Like,
you the clip. I know we're not at
Yeah, we don't-
recommendations,
yeah.
but like I interviewed Abu Salim. He plays father in Raised by Wolves.
Now I started watching it too. I'm back in season 2 now.
He's
I'm back
also
in
Season two.
bro.
What
yeah,
episode you on?
Bro,
like
it's
5, I
bro,
think.
Raised by Wolves is crazy.
It
Bro,
is. It's wild.
I
It's
gotta
ridiculous.
restart. I just couldn't get into
If you
it.
like,
It is that because
But
it's
got you.
ridiculous.
You know what?
It's fucking
Bro,
ridiculous.
You know
season,
what? Okay,
season
so
2.
I
hold
got
on. Let me say this real quick. Season 2 reminds me of early Lost. Remember when Lost first came out?
I
And-
ain't watched Lost like that.
You never watched.
I did. And I
So-
can't say
Hold
that
on,
it does.
no. Let me tell you why. Remember when Lost was at its highest, right? When Lost first came out, every episode would leave you with questions, and then the next episode would answer the question that you had,
Okay.
but give you more
I get-
questions.
I get you.
And
I
that's
get
what I
what
mean.
you're saying
Raised
there.
by
I do
Wolves,
get what
every
you're saying
episode,
there.
I'm like, what the fuck? And then the next
But-
episode answer it. But then I'm like, but y'all
Every-
gave me 20 more new questions.
But here's the funny
Cool,
thing.
But what the fuck?
Here's
Yeah.
the funny thing. It's like so I was getting frustrated with that.
I don't get frustrated. I love
told
that.
my
I
guy-
love that.
I told my guy, I was like,
That's my shit.
I feel like I'm watching this show. I like it, but I don't know why, because it gives me nothing. Like I don't get nothing from it. Absolutely nothing.
Nigga,
but
that episode
questions.
empty, nigga.
So
Like,
I feel like empty. Like, bro, when the last episode aired, like I didn't
Bro.
even know it was the last episode, and I got no feeling of a last episode. I feel like I can
It's last
have
episode of the
another.
season?
You watched the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Bro, that last 10 seconds of that season, I was like, what?
They did us dirty,
I was like,
bro.
what?
But
Like,
here's
dog,
the thing with
Raised by Wolves is
here's
ridiculous.
here's the
Raised by
thing
Wolves
though.
is
Like if you like Prometheus,
Yep.
if you like
Exactly.
because it's really
ain't,
Scott.
but
And
truly
shout out to
though,
Abu.
It's
Prometheus is one of his favorite movies. He said.
it's literally Ridley Scott
Yes,
and
it is.
Prometheus. I feel like all of that stuff that Ridley Scott makes, like
Oh, yeah.
it's
Oh, yeah,
all
Bro,
in with
nobody
the same
does Android.
concept.
Nobody does
Like,
androids better than Ridley
and you
Scott.
get and
Ridley
that-
Scott is the
is
king
91
of
proof?
androids.
And so it typically, Ridley Scott only has like 2.5 hours to work with. Now he had like a whole season, so that's why I excused the show for being the way that it is.
You know,
I'ma restart it.
You know that I had to do the research when I interviewed Abu Salim, right?
Yeah.
It was the fact that it got canceled and then got picked up by HBO Max because it wasn't originally on HBO Max.
I didn't know that.
No, I didn't
What
know
was
that.
it on
Yeah.
at first?
Damn it, what was it? I think it was TNT or something. It was.
Oh God, thank
yeah.
God.
Like, it was an actual real TV
It was
show.
it was a show. One season went, it got canceled, and then HBO Max was like, "Nah, we picking it up," and then everything moved over to HBO
So
Max.
what's the very first episode?
I have never
first
heard of this
season.
show on TBS. Or
The
So
nothing.
first
they just re-released
They
it on
just
HBO
re-released
Max.
it on HBO Max.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they brought that shit. Like,
I
that
thought
shit
that
was.
was an HBO
Ooh,
Max.
so
show.
they hit us with the brand new, and it wasn't brand new, and we
Bro.
ate that bitch up like it was brand new.
Yeah, and so I
That's
was
good
like,
marketing.
I was like, damn,
That's great.
dog.
That's great marketing.
All I know is that I love the show. It does leave me with more questions. I did find a Reddit group though, and a lot of people have answers.
Reddit be having some wild theories though, dog.
But a lot of these,
It says
a
it-
lot of these aren't theories though. They're like they break it down where it's like you have to
I
go
was
back
thinking
and
about-
see
so-
this to get the answer to this. That's how you'll know this. and all
Damn
this
it,
other
Bacardi.
all this other stuff. So
This nigga.
So it did premiere on HBO Max, but TNT gave it the initial production order.
Oh, okay, that's
so
what it was.
They gave it to
They
production
never-
order. So they probably did film all of it, thinking it was gonna go on TNT.
Dog, y'all doing Broly bowling, dog.
Dog,
Yo, bro, I just see Broly's body just split.
I
Like,
thought I broke the shit out this nigga. Like, I was about to shoot this nigga under the rug. Like, well, you off here? Like,
man, I'm watching you. That's my fig too.
yeah,
Like,
I'm
but
like,
yeah, no. So it got the production order.
That nigga off the table. Like, well, you broke. God damn, nigga.
But yeah, man, like, you know what I'm saying? But like, wait, why did I bring up Abu Salim?
We was talking about it. This has been a Dream Talk episode.
Okay.
honestly, yeah.
I love blur culture and
We take a break
everything.
and talk about
So
real
the
shit.
reason why I brought him up is because, like you said we're pioneering blur
Yeah, pioneering
culture.
blur, yeah.
And like we had a moment, like you said, you guys are going to see in this interview. By the time this episode come out, the interview's already out. Go watch the interview with Abu Bakr Salim, but he says you can call him Abu.
Don't just slur his tongue like.
It's Abu Bakr.
No, that last name.
This nigga just cursed.
Whatever
me.
happened between that.
I didn't say Abu Bakr
It
Salim.
sounded like a snake slither
Yeah, I
in the
don't
middle
know.
of the last
I don't know
name.
what
Like,
I don't know because you said
This
because now that
nigga
you
hit
said
me
his
with the
last name
thinner.
again, you said it
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
But there was some
It was-
saliva between there.
a
That
little
shit was
serpent
slip.
or
That shit was
something.
slip. That shit was
Like, that motherfucker slid. Like, he trying to defend it like we ain't just hear it.
but to be fair-
had it right.
Hey,
But
that
to be
last name
fair,
definitely
he
went
did.
dark.
When he
Like,
said it
nigga, that
again,
nigga-
That wasn't even a letter you said, though. That was like.
That
to be
nigga
fair,
went.
because I heard both.
You
I
went
just
in
thought
your
he fucked up that
supernatural roots,
badly.
like nigga. You was calling out to a demon back, nigga. You went.
That nigga said
What's
his
her
name
name?
in cursive.
Merlin's name
Yeah.
for Seven Deadly Sins.
Right. Yeah. You went back. You
That
went
nigga
back.
said it in
But
cursive.
like, go watch that interview because
That nigga cursive.
And hieroglyphic.
yeah, go
in
watch that
moment.
interview because like we have a moment. Like I legit introduced them to blurred culture, and like I said, with
Yeah, that's
And I mean,
dope.
my thing is like, bro, I didn't. So, and I want you to finish that, but I also didn't realize that we didn't. Like, blurred culture.
It's
like,
so
you
new.
have to be in the culture to realize that y'all don't know the fucking culture.
blurred. The term blurred is probably like 5 or 6
I think
years
that's
old.
what it is.
Yeah, like, I didn't even realize it was that old though. Like, I feel like
No, he
I
thought it
think-
was. You probably thought it was older.
You know what it is though? I think when it clicks in your head of what it is, then you just, for me, I just threw it all through the back of my, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like, I've
But
been
I
a
think,
blur.
but that's what,
You know
that's what,
what I'm
every,
Been a
but that's
blur.
what everybody,
Been a
But
that's
the
what everybody
term,
is doing.
yeah,
The
see,
They're
term,
like,
yeah.
everybody, they lived it. Of course, everybody's lived it for however
Like
long.
when it sinks in, it will cover your body like the
And
blood
so,
of Jesus.
I don't think I said it on
You know
camera.
what I'm
I said
saying?
it on there, but I'm gonna say it on here. But like I equated to legit that last scene in Black Panther when that kid says, "Who are you?" and he sees T'Challa, and you can tell in his face that his world opens up. Like, yo,
Yeah.
what is this?
I can tell you really,
Yeah.
what the fuck
And I
is
feel
going
like that's
on.
what we're doing with blur culture when
Yeah.
people realize it. Like, oh shit, they got
It's like,
been
bro,
a- it's like you find home.
Let
you
the blur culture cover you like the blood of Jesus.
So
my
that's
nigga.
why, like with what we already doing in our day to day with our podcast and everything that we're doing, and then with this documentary, like we are legit pioneering blur culture. And again, shout out to the blur community; they are all behind it, and that's what I love. I love the fact that we are able to do this, and nobody is like, "No, nigga, I've been a blur. Y'all niggas
Yeah,
is new."
it's
Like,
not-
no, they're like, "Hell yeah, continue to do that shit."
Like,
That's dope
not
as
I
fuck.
mean,
energy.
it's what we, it's bro. It's
Crazy,
like,
dog.
I think I'm a high. Like I've been on my real like evolution. I mean, whatever evolution.
I
Just
was
trying
gonna
to
say,
be
you wanna
mental.
repeat that evolution.
Yeah, evolution. like trying to mentally.
Evolution.
So why y'all get on me, but y'all ain't gonna get on McCarthy?
Because
I
you tried to keep going on with
Yeah,
it.
you
He
keep
did
going.
too. I had to correct him.
No, I did say it though. I corrected myself.
Yeah, Ron did.
But,
Like,
hey, but he tried to he fumbled, tried to get back up and keep it running.
Like yeah.
yo, he tried to run without the ball.
Rudy
too.
would drop the
That's
ball
the
and
shit.
still keep running the ball. Like
That's why he still had it.
another nigga got it. He like, nigga, I ran the whole touchdown. No, like I ran like no.
Cardi
Nigga,
tried
when
to
I
scoop
He
scored,
got the ball.
when I
Cardi tried to
scored,
scoop that right back.
Niggas treat me like to hear that.
like I'm just saying, like you can't know, like. But I mean, no, like I mean, it's just in that path that you just kind of feel like now you just, family, you done lost me.
You talking about blur culture,
You talking
pioneering
about-
blur
I'm sorry,
culture?
you was in your elevation mode,
Yeah.
or as you say, evolution.
Evolution. We're
As
talking
you
about,
say evolution.
So obviously, you're talking about evolution.
But
or
I mean,
something.
but I'm just saying, like, as you grow or whatever, as you mature, and you realize those things that you suppress. Like the fact that we did Geekset Podcast in the beginning was the motive was telling everybody like, bro, you don't have to.
You can always be.
You don't have to.
And like I said, I say it all
like keep that shit like suppressed.
This and I put it out in the air. What's funny is I talked to this dude who worked directly under Charlamagne the God, and he was like, bro, until I heard your interview with Van, I didn't realize how Charlamagne. So Charlamagne the God got a Wolverine tattoo.
Yeah.
And when he's talking to non-nerds, he disses the tattoo. Like, oh yeah, I got this. I got to get it covered up in there. But when he finds somebody who talks geek shit with him, he has a little bit more pride. Like, yo, I got a Wolverine tattoo.
Hey, this is clutch.
Right? Yeah.
He
He does that. And so I told Van that. I said, bro, I want to get Charlamagne on here because I need him to know you can embrace that. You don't got to do that.
Like,
and so critics of the culture, what was dope about critics of the culture, and shout out to them, a lot of the anime memes that we see, he's the one that's doing them. That's his whole stick. His whole page is I'm creating anime memes. So the shit that jokes on Twitter or whatever, he makes an actual official meme for it, right?
Well,
and he hit us up. He was like, "Yo, I love y'all. I be
him
listening to y'all all the time. It's critics of the culture. It's critics _ the culture. And he works directly under Charlamagne. Like Charlamagne, when he wrote for Marvel,
I can't wait till I get my Larry Jones.
when Charlamagne wrote for Marvel, he collaborated with the owner of Critics of the Culture to write to have the history. So he says he talks to him all the time. He was like, bro, I didn't even notice that until I heard your
It's
Van
just Critics
Lathan.
of Culture. I do follow him. Never mind.
Yeah. He was like, I didn't know. He was like, until I heard your Van Lathan interview. But again, talking about pioneering and telling people to embrace it. That's a person.
That's the whole thing.
Like fam, you don't got to diss the Wolverine tattoo because now, like lately, because of blurred culture, and he been talking about it more. Like, Wolverine has healing capability.
Yeah, because it came out,
and so he's now talking about it more. But I'm like, you could have been doing.
You could have been doing. Like,
and that's what I want to tell Charlamagne.
And that's why I said I love it so much because it's like it really is like we. I know we still there. We really still in the Forbes and all this shit, but it's like. It's the growing of it. It's like saying, like, from the beginning of the year, like, making this podcast 4 years ago was that, like, bro, we're going to do some shit that no one was doing. Like, we're going to do some shit no one's really talking about. No one's talking about geek shit. No, we're, like, niggas doing it, but they doing facts. And they doing, like, you know what I'm saying? They're doing, like you know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna do barbershop talk.
Well, hold on. Let me tell you.
You know
let me tell you what critics of the culture said, and that's why I'm shouting them out. And this is the craziest thing.
Why is Jesus doing that?
Hold on. You gotta see the
You gotta see the
But wait,
beginning.
this is what he said, and this is what I love about what we doing. So me and him had a good long conversation. You know what I'm saying? We just chopping up. He was telling him how much he rock with us. He was saying that if we ever need any memes made, he can make it for us and everything. Like he was like he legit. Yeah.
Why he there?
Yeah.
Why he there though?
But wait, he legit. He legit fuck with us, right? But this is what he said, and this what stood out to me. He said, bro, he was like, fam, you think about like hip hop. He was like, everybody want to go on Breakfast Club, everybody want to go on Sway, I-95 to do the freestyle. Yeah. He said, there's never been an outlet that blurs want to go on.
To. Yeah.
And he said, I feel like that's what y'all are doing. He said, blurs of the community is like, if you are blurred, like how, like if you do music. And once you get on Breakfast Club, you like, nigga, I'm here. He's like, that's what I feel like y'all are creating. He's like,
but I mean, I want that because I want. It's the same thing. Like, bro, we've always been like that was my mentality, bro. We need to be that other area.
On accident at some point. We switched on accident.
Did we?
Yeah, because I didn't have cereal.
Whites on whites. You know what I'm saying? Whites on whites on whites.
This isn't mine either. This is
you in my pocket, nigga. Get out. I'm the nigga with the mini of them, nigga. Like,
Ron came with like 6.
Ron Green Ranger. He Tommy.
Nigga,
Tommy got different Rangers. He Tommy.
I show one for the picture, but I'm like, nigga, you in my pockets now. Like, nigga, like,
Bacardi Tommy, dog.
Right. Like, I'm out here.
He got the multiple more for it. He can get. But yeah, so he was saying, he was like, I feel like that's what y'all are building.
Yeah, but I mean, we are, bro. It's the same thing. Like, look, I mean, and I say that, and I've always been on that. When I talked, I was like, bro, we need to be complex. We need to be a news source. We need to be something that really brings in what the culture is. Like, I was like, we gonna do podcast. Podcasting is podcasting, but like I said, we've always had our moments in our journey where it's like,
radio
bro,
show, the Geekset radio show, and it's just. Let me tell you.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like we've always...
I'm already on it. I just want to let y'all know.
I feel like you really got to just ride.
I got some new info. I'm already on some shit.
Fam, we
Y'all know how I rock. Y'all niggas know how I get down.
We need a Patreon.
Hey, but here's the funniest thing. Well, before I'm gonna let you finish. But the funniest thing is, where I'm at right now. I'm legit trying to impress y'all. I feel like y'all niggas expect everything. Like, it's whatever. Deuce is gonna do it. I'm trying to have a moment where y'all niggas like, nigga, what? Because like
I mean, Forbes was that, nigga. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like, but it ain't sunk in yet. Like I feel like when it sinks in, you gonna have a day where we just truly praise your ass. Like, dog, we out.
I'm not even looking for praise.
Like, not even like a praise.
I know.
Really,
I just really want y'all to be like really taken aback. Like,
what are your thoughts, Lib?
Forbes is that for me, fam. Like I just ain't sunk. It just ain't sunk in because I ain't talked to another nigga. Like I'm a Forbes nigga yet. You know what I'm saying? Like when I start
trying to be
when I
bougie.
get to that, no, I don't want to be bougie, but I want you I want to be that nigga on the meme. Like, hey, you don't know I'm in Forbes though. Like I need you to understand this conversation that we have.
No, but you did because when we went out to celebrate, that was your mindset.
Because we was in and I'm not gonna say I was the bar, but we definitely were 3 blurs, and I want the world to know this. We were 3 blurs in an all-white bar.
We was the only black people in that whole bar.
And the only person that knew that we was niggas in Forbes was the bartender. And that motherfucker had us like, hey, what y'all need? What y'all got? Y'all got it? What y'all, you up there? Like, but when we got slapped, niggas had to go.
I spilled the whole bottle.
A whole drink.
A whole drink.
Fresh drink.
Easy.
It wasn't even a drunk spill. It was we talking in hands.
It was one of them geeks.
Yeah, one of them geeks.
Bernie was geeks.
Like,
I knew he was already out.
Wait. I got a legit question. Did we pay?
Yeah, we did pay.
Okay, because ain't no.
Don't do
I
it like that.
I was
now
chopped.
you trying to get the nigga fired.
No, because I was chopped.
I
I can't remember paying.
We did pay. Because
I
Diz
paid.
paid. Because Diz had that motherfucking Forbes money.
Don't spread that rumor. Don't spread that rumor.
Hey, Diz that motherfucker. Hey, he was like. And I'm mad because I wanted to be
Only
that nigga.
Forbes did.
No, I wanted to be.
Forbes
No,
did.
I wanted to be.
Only Forbes did.
I wanted to be that nigga.
It
and
was
Diz like,
just
I got
easier,
it already.
It was just easier to put one card down.
Yeah, make it make sense. You know
It
what I'm
was
saying?
just easier to put.
Make it make sense.
Don't spread that rumor.
All right, only Forbes did.
Any card could have been put down, and Diz was like,
Hey,
I got mine.
Hey, we always ready. We always ready to be that nigga that
Everybody
night.
was ready to be on Forbes money that day. Like, nigga, because even if it's going to still be you cash at me later or whatever, it's like, bro, I'm going to slap this. To this day, I want to slap this down. You know what I'm saying?
I just gave a card. Right?
Diz is on that. I said, like, and it's like, that's the energy was felt in the room. Like, somebody slapping the card.
I
down.
got something.
Ain't gonna be no split bills, my nigga. We got it. You know
Bro.
what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, I'm gonna let you know though. Also, since Forbes, my emails out to niggas, it's been way more different. It's been different. I've been direct. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like I got some. Y'all already know what who I've been talking to in the background.
Rudy on his tag got owner, director.
yeah, he got the whole thing.
No, I'm saying.
President.
I'm just saying. Y'all. I'm just
my
saying.
LinkedIn do say owner of Geekset.
Yeah, I told y'all niggas.
Yo,
to
your
do
email?
it.
Your
My
email?
LinkedIn. I need you. No, I've been.
do say
Yeah, that's what
owner.
I'm saying.
I've been LinkedIn hustling. I've been LinkedIn hustling.
That's what I've been trying to say. Like, Liv, I think if you really go through your find an online profile of yourself that you just really want to upgrade. And add all the shit that you've done, you're gonna be like, bro, I've been through a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I've been grinding on LinkedIn, bro. I've been
I
making
ain't gonna
connect.
lie. I like it, but I also don't like the amount of just raw, just code emails that I'm getting now. Like,
Bro,
Hey,
that's all I get.
those
That's
code.
all I get.
I already get dog.
Well, I turned off the notifications for the emails.
No, but I get code. I get like to my personal.
Oh, yeah,
I
I
get
get
people
Hey.
fucking emailing
Oh yeah.
me, dude.
Hey man,
Like,
let me tell you about this SEO and stuff like.
Bro, I hate it. I'm like, how,
but-
bro? I thought I took all my shit off.
No, but here's what I'm saying. Y'all know who I've been talking to in the background, right?
yeah.
I told them flat out exactly what we want now, and they told me they was like, "Yo, that sounds very lucrative. Let me table that."
I mean, yeah.
I'm not.
I mean,
And
and
I sent them the article, and I was like, "Check it out. This is what we doing." And the response was like, "Yo, this is crazy." And I'm like, Yeah. And so like I feel like Talks is like Talks.
Yeah.
That reply.
No. What's so funny is that it ain't Rudy. He just be talking more. Like that,
No, but no.
He probably did.
But he is giving us the condensed version.
Well,
he
I
probably
appreciate
did just
that.
go.
No, I said yeah. But see, that's the thing. The person that I'm talking to, talks like us. Even though this is a person who can change our lives. He talks like us.
Right.
The fact that he's made himself available to me and he's okay with me sending him this stuff. And when I told him that, it wasn't like, hey, dog, you overstepping. It was like, yo, I kind of like that idea. And so it's like I feel way more confident about this in the situation now than I did before.
I just now like I feel like we do need to go to break and talk about some other stuff.
I know we're gonna talk about geek
Let's
stuff
get a bit of
next
Dream
time.
Talk episode.
But I'm
First
like,
half Dream Talk.
I'm definitely happy with the Dream. We can definitely keep talking, cause
Okay.
you know what I'm saying. I talk. You know what I'm saying.
No,
But,
I do got some geek stuff I want to talk.
You know what I'm saying? But it's been a couple shows I definitely want to talk about. But I'm like, I feel like just in general,
Do you want to go to break?
Yeah, let's go to break.
Let's go to break.
Let's go to break. We come back. We talk about some geek stuff.
All right.
Peace.
Shouldn't be tired.
All right.
I'm tired though.
3, 2.
All right, we are back.
We are back. That's all I give you. That's it.
I wasn't ready. I was just.
You wasn't ready?
No, I
you
just-
now want to be me.
It's
Like,
the
you
Forbes
irritated.
show.
You
and you
irritated.
ain't ready.
You ain't doing no Forbes show.
You ain't ready.
You thought
Even Ron did it.
No,
I did it longer than him.
Let me see that
that's what
boba.
that was the point.
He wants to see that boba.
I made my statement saying that I'm not here for that. So
All
he wanted to make sure he was going to at least last longer than me. Because if I really would have cut short, like if I'd been like we are back, he would have been done.
All right,
so
we did Mad Dream Talk, but let's get into some geek shit, man. So me and Bacardi been talking about it, but I just want to say, man, hey, fuck Gabby in Attack on Titans, dog. Like, bro,
Hey,
Attack on Titan.
yeah,
Attack on Titans.
The fact he throw S's on everything.
everything.
Attack on Titans.
Forbes.
I love how y'all bring it up just sparingly. Because it's like, it happens. I just let it live. You know?
Right.
Every so often, it'll be a.
Some
let
of
me
the times
just
this one
let
I
me just
couldn't
jump
allow.
in.
I think it's because Liv sits so close to it right
Yeah,
now.
No, this one I couldn't. Like Attack on Titans.
I would have
I
let
say it
slide.
all the time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's wild how every so often it's a. You know what? I'm
But
gonna bust
like,
this
you
ball
know
on
what?
that. Like,
We
Attack-
different. This the Forbes show. We different today. We calling everything
Hey.
out. We doing everything.
You better
on
be
this
better.
show.
We
Everything that makes us.
open everybody watching this show after we just announced that we on 4. So you gotta be on your shit.
No, they got to
to
hear. They got to hear everything. They got to hear all our tropes. They got to hear all
You're like,
our
fam,
jokes.
yeah.
But like, bro, this character.
Yeah, like
Don't
how far you got
miss.
Attack on Titan?
I gave up after the second season.
Yeah, hold on. Are you done with it? Like you gave up? Like you don't like the show?
I've never went back to it.
You missing a lot.
hey,
you
don't
missing a
spoil
lot.
because
I'm not gonna spoil it.
Like
I'm at the
but are
beginning
you?
of this half
Are
of the
you?
season.
So hold on. Are you a real? Are you a? And I'm asking from the bottom of my heart. Are you a true fan of Death Note? True heart.
No.
Then that's why you don't like it. Okay.
No, I never even said I didn't like it.
No, that's why you don't like. That's why
I
you.
just- I never
But I'm
went-
saying that's why you didn't.
I thought
for me,
I
that's
thought
why
that
you
was the
didn't.
point why
Like
you
why
didn't
you
go back.
stopped
That you
short
didn't
on.
like it.
I watched the first season. I watched the second season, but then there was for some reason I couldn't. I didn't.
The
when
twist came in.
No,
No,
the time
no,
jump.
That's
I
the
didn't
break.
even get
Time
that
jump.
far. I didn't even get
No, the
that
twist
far.
was third season.
The time. That's it. The time
Yeah,
jump.
it was the third
So
season
if
because
he-
I
if
remember.
that-
All the time, yeah. It
I
was the
didn't.
time
I didn't even get that far. But when I watch anime, like I like, there's always characters that attract me and attach me to that anime to keep watching it. And I felt like on Attack on Titan, there wasn't nothing there for me for like
Interesting.
like a character that I liked. That
No,
I
you know
wanted
what?
To
To be
continue
truthfully-
to keep watching it because everything just seemed like
Oh,
No,
so like
no.
how I felt about Goblin Slayer.
No, but you
no,
no,
they,
but
no,
no.
different because Goblin Slayer still has character development
Nah.
regardless if they have
How, what you
a
saying?
known name.
That's what I felt about
You
Goblin
know.
Slayer. What you saying right now about Attack on
But
Titan?
I just don't know how you can't get attached to Goblin Slayer.
That's how I feel about
Yourself.
Attack. That's how I feel about
no.
Attack on Titan,
But I
dog.
feel like Attack on
Yeah.
Titan is like it's a big grandiose world. I don't know what's what. I don't know who's who. It's almost like The Walking Dead. How they have
That
their
is
cast.
that's what that like.
How they
That's
have their
why
cats.
like in the beginning, what it
I
is.
don't know.
That's
I'm still Aaron Squad.
Like you
nigga.
have to actually expand your
I just
mind
like-
on that
I
because
like
that's
to
what it
binge
was.
it,
Though.
so I
Like,
don't
in the
watch it
beginning,
until it's over.
The first season or two was so direct on Aaron's story, and then after that,
Season
it became
three.
more.
It
like,
kinda lost
it
me.
became-
Started
no,
talking
it
about-
didn't get lost. It became open world. It
Yeah.
became
But I
more.
think-
No, it
stagnant.
lost me
Yeah,
because it threw me
but that's
off.
like that's what I'm saying. Like you got to be a fan of like knowing.
I got attached to Aaron those first two seasons. So like,
I
it is.
didn't. I actually
it
didn't.
Is, it is to that.
But that's another thing I
did.
didn't either. I thought
I
it was
did.
cool that
But so
he
that's
could turn
why.
into
But I
the
think
Jaeger
that's why
or whatever
Deuces
they
is
call
saying.
him, the-
But I think that's why
Titan-
Deuces is
Titan-
saying
Titan-
it is the
Titan.
exact same thing as Goblin Slayer for him. 'Cause it is why I didn't watch the rest of Goblin Slayer. I didn't. You both.
You didn't attach to the nigga that was like the
Yeah.
main character.
I just like I said.
Like
to-
but the reason I attached to Aaron because I felt in my heart like, bro, you can't be the main fucking character.
but he is.
But he
I
is.
think that-
But
bro,
the world that
that's
was
one
created
thing-
around it, like now when I watch Attack on Titan,
You don't think
I
it's
feel like
just
I'm watching
Aaron's
a fucking
story.
sitcom. I'm just watching
It's a
stories.
sitcom.
and
I don't
everything.
Dude, that's one huge reason why, like, I am so apprehensive of calling My Hero Academia one of the best ones because I fucking hate that Deku is the motherfucking main character.
Because it feel like a sitcom. You really
does.
want to see everybody. Like
And
when you
not even
ask,
that,
some-
I just think he
and
weak to be a main
maybe
character.
maybe that's even me growing into my age of like because that's still Naruto. Like Naruto, like it's always a bunch of characters, and
No,
they have
Naruto
episodes-
felt like that was. Other than maybe no, because Naruto felt like it was just his show. I wouldn't even say maybe
Like
Sasuke.
even Dragon Ball, you know, is literally Goku's show, regardless of what
But
the
they
fuck
got it.
happens.
But
Shit,
Naruto was the
Now let
first one.
these niggas say it. We, we didn't have that conversation before.
But Naruto to
What?
me,
Remember when I said Vegeta wasn't an A character? Y'all, that's a
Oh,
clip.
yeah.
That
he's
is a
not-
clip of
He's
ours.
not an A character. He's
What,
not-
an
he's
A
not-
character?
No,
he's
you
not
can't. You can't back off. You said he was.
I think he was an A character.
No, you said, y'all said he was a star.
I did.
Oh no,
I
I
still
did.
say
No,
on
no.
that.
You talking about the Z fighters? Yeah, he's a Z fighter. Yeah.
Out of a Z fighter,
the
you-
Z fighters aren't stars other than Goku. Goku's the only star of that
Man,
show.
let's hold another conversation.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
we can revisit that clip.
You was like that nigga said I'm about to live right now. Come on back here. Come on back here. Bring that shit on
I'm
back.
trying to think. Like I'm still trying to think. I'm trying to process.
But
that.
see, like the reason
because I
why
want to agree and then I don't.
the reason why I attached to Aaron is because, and probably the reason for me is because I got onto Attack on Titan late,
Yeah.
right? And when I first watched
too.
it,
I
and-
watched the live action movies before
See, I
I
didn't.
watched the show.
And when
Bro,
I
you
you
were
ain't
live
shit.
action.
Wow.
I didn't
You are
know.
disrespectful.
I
It's
haven't
the
seen
same
the live.
thing-
I didn't know the word live
Hey,
action.
you,
same
yeah,
thing.
you real disrespectful.
Bro.
That's why you off this shit.
That's how
all
I
the
did it.
way.
That's how I got introduced to Assassination Classroom. I never seen the anime.
But that was actually
I
good.
saw the live
The
action.
live action
on the
Assassination
plane.
Classroom.
But
was
I
very
do
good.
love this though because it's like
I
it's talking
stumbled-
to somebody who isn't anime focused. Really,
I
Yeah.
stumbled.
Like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
am though. I love
yeah,
anime.
like,
Like,
no, but you're not anime focused because you would
You
have.
wa- you would've saw the anime
that
first.
You would have like
Well-
you're more like I know this is like you are, and it's not a disrespect to you because I mean you like you were comic book dude.
I'm offended. I know what you're saying.
But I mean, like,
I didn't fuck with
but I mean,
Crunchyroll
but,
or nothing
but
like
even
that.
to see it, like,
Right,
to,
so
to
that-
look on
there you
Netflix
go.
or look on whatever and be like and read,
You would watch
You are the person
Netflix.
because you see the word like adapted from a manga or
But that's the
animation.
thing.
Like you're gonna watch it.
You will
but-
find the property first on Netflix, whereas Bacardi, myself, I don't know. If
yeah,
Yeah, me too.
Well, like
I don't
find it
know.
on-
That's not true because I used to buy cassette tapes like all the
no,
time.
no.
Like, that's
Good,
how I
what-
watched Ninja
no, what
Scroll.
we're saying though
That's
is
how I
like
watched Dragon
it's-
Ball.
You know what? Hey, I'm gonna take matter of
Fist
fact.
of the North Stars.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna answer this real quick. Good question. What on Fire Stick, app, TV, whatever you got? What is the first app you would turn on to watch a show if you didn't have nothing to do for the day?
Oh shit.
Oh, mine's is Funimation.
Mine is Crunchyroll.
Mine is Crunchyroll.
That's funny. Right now, mine changes.
Yeah, no,
Mine right now is
we already anime
like,
against. We
it's
already
got-
anime
I've been on
against.
a WWE thing.
Nah, you doing too much. You doing too much.
I thought WWE was on Peacock.
Peacock.
It
that's
don't
what
matter.
the one-
It don't
that's
matter.
the one.
It's the first app you would turn on if you like. I'm really can chill today. Like I'm finna watch TV. What's the first app?
I definitely pick an
Right
anime.
now.
I frequently, but that's I think that's what Cardi's point, because to that point, I frequently, if I have nothing to do, I'm like,
Watch
I
the
want to
anime.
find a new
I'm
anime.
gonna watch the
But
anime.
what's so funny is that like 4-5 months ago, that was me. Like, how do you think I stumbled across slime?
'cause I mean-
you
So
told
here's
me
the
about the
situational.
spider, goblin.
Based off of the time
you guys
frame.
say like you always do that. I'm just being honest. I don't. My shit changes. Like
It was.
right now,
It wasn't
I'm on
always.
a huge wrestling
It wasn't.
thing.
It wasn't always. I'm asking the question right.
Yeah, he
now.
said right now.
If I said tomorrow, if you was off work tomorrow, you ain't got shit to do. The kids gone, everything, and you like it's a TV day. The first app you would turn on and
I'm
watch
gonna put
TV.
on Peacock because I'm watching fucking wrestling. Everything
Okay,
wrestling.
then you fine.
From
You fine.
podcast wrestling. It's so bad, right? Be like, don't put that wrestling shit on while I'm here.
No.
Like, I'm just watching all.
Then
I'm
you
reliving
fine.
all of Raw.
Then-
like,
yeah,
that's
then
why.
you- then
but
you
if I
fine.
didn't,
Hey, that's
it
actually
would.
dope. I may try
That's-
that.
I mean-
If I did it though, it would be
Solo Spider
Crunchyroll.
hasn't gotten renewed for season 2
Because
yet.
like for
Yeah.
me, like I said,
I'm
it,
so hurt.
it is anime because I'm on this kick of if it has a long title, I'm watching it.
And
I've
you
been
know what?
watching
And I was
mad
doing that
long
for a
title
while.
But I
animes.
mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, and my thing is that I
Or
realize.
if it,
so
if it,
my
you know
thing
what?
is.
I digress. It's Netflix out of habit, but I usually 99% of the time first go down to the anime section. I mean, that's how I got. That's how.
But I
got
mean,
with
my
the
thing is like
Maggie.
my thing is like you're
yeah.
Like,
what I think what I'm saying in a sense is like you're still like you're not even saying you're doing what you're doing wrong. It's like it's the like I'm a big fan of six separate, you know, like the whole 6 levels of separation and like connecting everything like that, whatever. Like, fam, if you on a wrestling kick right now, you fine. If you know when you get home
y'all
for the
don't
day.
go on like binges, like y'all
No,
have,
but my
2-month binges
but
or
I'm
something?
talking about.
I do. I
I think I'm going
you
middle
just
age.
got-
I think I'm having a middle age
like,
crisis.
because I legit rewatch all
You
the Flash.
pinpointing like you're pinpointing
I
like
legit
a moment.
just- I
Like,
went to
you're-
that moment, I'm like, I'm about to
you're
watch all
pinpointing
of
like a
the
moment where it's
Flash.
like what I would do. I'm saying
No, I
if
don't.
if God gave you full freedom to watch TV tomorrow, but you got to watch from streaming apps, what would be the streaming app you like? I don't care about the show you watching. What would be the streaming app
Mine would
you
still
would
be
pop
Funimation.
up first
Mine
to
would
start
definitely
watching
still
the
be
show?
Funimation.
It will always be Netflix, even though I watch.
Okay,
nothing on it.
and that's what it was. Like what it was is like. I mean, my thing is like I'm asking this question because mine is Crunchyroll.
No, mine is definitely Crunchyroll.
like mine is Crunchyroll.
mine
I
is
don't even have Crunchyroll right now.
I got both. I got Crunchyroll and
But
Funimation.
mine is
I think
Crunchyroll,
I got your Funimation, but Netflix. But typically, I always go to the fucking anime section
That
first.
I mean, that's
wait,
the
hold
thing.
on.
That's what I'm trying to
Hold
say.
on.
Like,
because
out of
this just
habit, it's
uncovered a
Netflix.
lot. For the longest, I've been like, yo, who the fuck is watching this shit on Funimation? It's been lit.
See,
Hey,
it's been
I forgot
And
that I
my
gave it
daughter-
to you.
you got the
and my
login,
daughter-
I
shared
forgot
login.
I gave it to no, but I'm not even
She
lying.
be watching that Magica
Fam,
one,
I've been trying
right?
to figure out who's using my Disney Plus.
Me,
Bro,
Niggas got a bonding moment. Niggas got a bonding moment
Bro,
right now.
I'm not even lying. But I was like, dog,
is it really?
I thought it was my son. I thought it was my. I was like, who was watching this shit, dog?
Bro, the one you saw, what was the Spanish movie that just
And I
came
heard-
out? That motherfucker been on the top list, hasn't
and
he?
if you
Wait,
and if you search
Encanto.
and if you search in our group chat, you will see when he asked you like
Fam,
a lot
And
of
it be on
information.
Digit side too.
I look at
He
it
be
and
like,
I'm like, somebody is using it. And every time, you can go in and you can sign on every other device, but I'm like, I gave somebody, and I'm like, I'm not finna be a dick to
Yeah,
them.
me too.
So I just
let it
go
rock.
away off of it. I just let
But
it
I
rock.
was so
'Cause I'm
confused for
I'm
so
like, it's not
long.
hurting me. I don't really care. And I was like, it's not hurting me.
Yeah,
but I'm like,
I understand because you see like Encanto.
I'm
and
like,
shit.
dog, who
It's
is-
been the top
Hey,
movie on this
Encanto-
shit for like
Hey, Encanto
3
fire
months,
though.
dog.
Hey,
dog,
Encanto fire though. I
it'd
fuck
be
with
so
it.
funny because
Hey,
it'd be
what's
all that
funny is
Star
like-
Wars shit, and then it'd be like Encanto or some other cartoon. I'm like, bro, I didn't watch this.
Hey, you pressure Hispanic life on it. They like this is uncomfortable. Like, bro, what?
I'm like, Phil,
they like, hey, they don't know it's you. They looking at the goddamn app like, why would you think I'm this?
Matter
Nigga,
of
like,
fact,
well,
I'll tell you right now, the Diz top gotta be Encanto, and Jesse.
That's the other. Like, bro, I'm like,
Jesse.
in Kanto, I'm like, whatever, it's new. Maybe they just want somebody to watch it. Jesse, I was like, bro, I didn't watch it.
I did.
I was like, bro, I didn't watch it.
Nigga might call customer service like, bro, why y'all adding this shit?
I was like, bro.
Hey, Zeta going through your shit, dog. That's all Zeta, bro.
I got my Disney Plus signed in over there, so I'm like, maybe when my nieces is over
But
there,
they got their own. They got.
I know. I see the kid's
been
profile,
wild,
but I'm like, they not selecting that. They just pick whatever, and they
Dog.
go on, and I'm like,
Y'all got me fucking yelling, bro.
I was legit.
The mindset of understanding a nigga invading your Netflix
Bam!
space.
I legit hovered over because they got the sign out device.
Hey, live.
I'm over
You
here.
having the
I'm over here
greatest.
terrorized.
You having the greatest time of your life.
Dog,
You have the greatest time of your life.
I
And
promise
these
you,
niggas thought it was a
I
fucking
hovered-
conspiracy going
I
on.
hovered over
Like,
sign out all devices
Man.
for like 5 minutes.
like,
I'm like, I can go over to my parents' house. I can re-sign them in.
Shit,
I can always sign
yeah.
myself back in. I'm like,
I done
somebody-
so many. I did it.
and that's the thing, because I was like,
You saw the fucking stuff out,
I'm like,
You
I
need
know.
me to have
I'm
this
like,
out?
I know I watch a lot of anime, but I'm like, when did I watch this anime?
the
And
worst
I'm like,
part is, I be like, I know I gave it to somebody, but I
We
couldn't
did.
remember who, and I'm like, I don't know if it's like, I don't want to be a dick to that
Bro,
person. 'Cause I was like, I don't want them to have to come back.
You don't know who enjoying the good show.
I knew I had gave it to somebody, so I knew it wasn't like
Hey.
it was hacked. But I'm like, I don't want to be a dick to somebody. What if they watch? My thought was always, what if they watching it right now?
Hey,
It was always
it's
that.
The fun, like I said, the funny shit right now is understanding that y'all bonding. Like what I'm seeing as an outside person.
I'm over here
It's two black.
terrorizing these.
It's two black
Stream
people
and
bonding
live.
on the fact
Stream.
that is the fact that
I
on
would
the fact
always,
that-
it was literally always a thought of like, fam, I would always feel bad. Like,
I
bro, he
forgot
could be
I
watching
gave
something right
information
now.
that I'm not
and
gonna
I
lie.
ain't finna be that person.
Like,
and I just go away.
You just
Like-
answered so many questions for me.
Dog.
dog.
like,
That makes
bro,
so
It's
much
so
sense.
funny because it's like it's through me. It's in the living room. It's through me, but really it's Serena and Zeta destroying y'all fucking watch now. It's like,
decimated.
shit.
Got niggas confused with their life. Like
I'm like, how,
Zeta be on like dog. As soon as she wake up, I don't know why.
The
It
wild
is
part is-
tablet. It's Nintendo Switch, phone, and either Jesse or Encanto on the
it was
living
just
room
always killing me.
TV.
'Cause I'm like, bro, I literally only go in here. No new Marvel shows been out recently, so it's just been me rewatching
watch
Star Wars shit. So I'm
shit.
like, how you get this out of the Star Wars recommendation?
the recommendation.
No,
That's
see, so this
Or
wait,
somebody
wait,
watch.
wait.
Yeah.
No,
That,
Bacardi.
like, hey.
No, wait, hold on. This is what really fucks you up. Is when you see it and you see like an episode and it's like
It's
episode
halfway through
13,
it.
halfway through, you're like, when the fuck did I watch this episode up to episode 13 and I stopped midway? Like, when did this shit happen?
And
dog?
like, this is like I probably had fell asleep.
Dog.
Just went into like
Right, 'cause I'm
some
like-
random episode of something.
the commitments to TV vision. Like, bro, I am still a fan of reading the fucking set. Like, I'm like, bro, if that shit don't, I don't remember reading this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I read, I don't start the show. I am gonna read the story of this episode. Like, bro, I have not been here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I just realized, I was like, bro, whoever, I hope they enjoy it.
Right,
I hope they enjoying it.
like I learned this lesson from my daughter a long time ago, and we are actually really close. Like, we're like
Oh,
at
'cause
first,
y'all
like,
watching a lot of
at
the
first
same
when we watch
stuff.
whatever the hard movie. So it's like I had realized that when we was like watching Netflix, because I was trying to put her back on Naruto, like you know finish up the show, whatever, do whatever, and honestly, it was that when I realized the connection you can have with someone like logging in and out, it was the fact that I saw her not watching Naruto. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm piling on anime shows. Like, bro, I need you to catch up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, bro, I've watched Naruto already.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing, like, the last episode.
Where
is
it's like, fam, what is this?
yeah, like, dog. I'm like, so when I saw that, I was like, you need your own that, because you stressing me out.
Right.
You need your own account. Like, you said, like, because she was mad at me, because I'm steady sitting there, like, you should watch this, do whatever with me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and she, like,
That's me and Travion right
Like,
now with One Piece.
so that's how I
Travion started
learned
One
that,
Piece.
like, having
I know
multiple accounts.
he was trying to ask me about it. And I was like, bro, you ahead of me.
Like the point of it, like having, you know what I'm saying, like so you really don't have to be bothered by what like a viewing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Like bro, hearing that Hispanic intelligence in general invaded black, like niggas is like, bro, I don't know what to do with this. I don't like, and you just like,
Ninja says it's probably
you
his
so-
Ninja's like that's
and
probably
you been
because
so
Leah Puerto
calm.
Rican. I just came from the studio.
Like-
They just gave me Encanto and shit.
Hey, no, I ain't gonna lie. I started watching the Encanto because I was trying to learn a new language right now anyway. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna immerse myself.
Hey,
Right.
Encanto actually slaps.
It's
Bro,
funny.
I actually really do
I
like
am
this.
sick of playing the Bruno song in the house. In
Oh,
the
we don't
car.
talk
It's
about
not the
Bruno?
Bruno song.
I ain't even watched
Nah,
it.
it's the buff chick.
No, Zeta still.
Like that shit be going hard.
No.
Zeta grabbed my phone. Hey Siri,
Sarai. Same thing with Sarai.
play
Sarai
Bruno.
love Encanto.
So,
Hey,
but,
but-
I'm sorry. I
Alright,
didn't.
so
I didn't
we
mean
gotta
to
get
bring-
into action
I didn't mean to bring
recommendations.
y'all.
Now, yeah, we down there down. Like,
Are we?
This been a fuck off,
Bro,
shit.
bro,
the
we-
first.
No, remember you stopped that at like 25.
No, but I started this all
blew,
over.
Yeah,
we
that's
blew a
all.
half an hour on trying to talk about
Dream
Attack
Talk
on
about
Titan.
Forbes. No,
Yeah.
we blew a whole lot talking about
we
had
Forbes.
sorry,
one-
guys.
we had an hour
and we on the
27.
high, man. You know this.
Like,
you know,
I want,
guys
but I
seen
want to
this
talk
for
Batman.
Informs
I want
Geekset.
to actually want to
Let's
talk the
just
Batman.
get the
that we seen,
recommendations.
Let's
and I
get
want
the
to talk, like,
recommendations. Let's do this.
Recommendations
As
be like
seen
20
We
minutes.
can use
in
recommendations.
Forbes
You
Geekset.
gonna recommend the Batman?
We talk. Where are you talking to Batman again? We talked an entire
No,
podcast about
I
it.
want to talk to the deleted
Oh,
scene
we
though, because
sure
I actually have a
did.
theory about that.
What scene?
Oh, the Joker scene.
Yeah, I thought we was
I didn't
going to
watch
talk
it.
about the joke. I thought we was going to talk
I
about.
did not watch it because I don't care for people to
I'm-
put in a random Joker into a Batman.
But see, I
movie.
have a
random.
really strong theory about
I
that.
fuck with it. No, I
so
fuck
I have a
with it.
really
It ain't
strong
Heath
theory
Ledger,
about.
and I mean, it's not the last Joker we just seen. So
I still like it.
it's
So no, like,
still
so,
like it.
but I'm
I
saying like
feel
for me,
good.
I
I
have
don't
really,
want
I
it.
really have a really
Well, let's
strong.
talk. Let's talk. Bring it out.
All right,
Let's
all
talk
right,
it.
well, all right. So then, my recommendation will be the Batman. Like, it will be the movie The Batman. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if you
Ooh.
watch the deleted
I'm
scene,
joking.
which you mad?
I just said boo.
I
Just talking
am.
shit.
Oh, you being
You
there
booing
too.
it?
No, I'm mad that it was a recommendation. We
Yeah.
had a whole podcast about it.
Fam,
We
let him
did.
Let him cook. Let
But
him
no,
cook.
because
Let him cook.
I don't want to recommend. I didn't want to recommend, but
Fam,
we didn't get to
give
talk
it-
about
go
Hey,
that.
go
fuck
ahead.
these niggas. Let him cook.
Well,
man.
no, I mean, if anything, I recommend. If anything, I recommend the deleted scene.
Yeah.
And it would actually like.
Because I want to hear your. I want to
I
hear.
want to hear
your
my. I want to push my theory. Like, so the Detective Batman to me was like, or the first, like this movie. I enjoyed this movie a lot, and we all agreed that we enjoyed this movie a lot.
Top tier.
You know what I'm saying? For me, I enjoyed the movie
Best
because it
Batman
felt
ever.
like it was a Batman detective movie, and I'm talking, and I going into that. So, for me, when I was talking to I was talking to King Geek, when we was just playing online, and we were talking about this the fact that like the second movie, and in general, just how would you keep this Batman going? You know what I'm saying?
I hope it's not Joker.
And my thing was, it wasn't like, no, that's what I'm saying. That's why, like, the actual video
It's
of
not
Joker.
going to be.
I really am.
No,
don't
the actual
know yet.
video of Joker wasn't that solidified for me my point why
It's
he's
not
not
gonna
going to be a. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think it's gonna be Two-Face. I'm
But-
sorry because they casted the Angel from.
They casted a lot of people.
Yeah.
They casted Angel.
No, I'm saying they
as
casted a lot of people
Two-Face.
for. I know they casted a lot of people for a lot of people.
But I mean,
a lot
that's
of
what I'm
castings
saying.
coming out.
So my belief, honestly, for the second movie, it's going to be and me and King you were talking about was what is it, Deathstroke? Deathstroke. It's gonna be
No.
the. It's gonna be the. It's gonna be the, because
I think Mr.
For
Freeze,
one,
I'm gonna tell y'all why.
I
no,
do
no,
too.
Freeze would be the start because we've already created the story now that you can kind of add
They got the
multiple
criminal
villains.
underworld crack.
No,
Hold on. Let him
me
cook.
listen. That's what I'm saying. They've already created in this first movie that you can kind of add multiple villains in the movie without actually like fighting them.
No, I know that.
Like having moments with them. You know what I'm saying? So Batman, the Batman that we always know of is a nigga that pops up on your ass and gets the shit like, what the fuck you on? But this Batman actually, because the Detective Batman is going to actually fuck with every villain in Gotham to figure out a case. So having that scene with Joker was like, I'm like, this nigga went through Carleone, he went through Penguin, trying to figure out who Riddler was. Like having Joker would have been like the slice on the cake.
It would have been overkill.
It was overkill, but it shows that he's in his first years. I'm at y'all ass.
Yeah.
If anybody I know is a criminal.
So why
the second movie?
So why do y'all think Deathstroke?
Because Deathstroke. The reason I think Deathstroke because, like, what's his name? Mr. Freeze is still gonna do the flood thing, whatever, and freeze that. But there's still a high rise of niggas who can actually tell on everybody.
Okay.
So someone's gonna hire somebody to kill
I fuck with that.
everybody
I
off.
do fuck with that.
But this is also a mental stress for Batman because what I learned from this is like he's gonna learn from Freeze that his suit in general, like, bro, I can't just be armor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my thing was, like, when me and King was talking about, like, because my idea was, like, bro, how is first year Batman bulletproof? Like, how can he, dodge?
This is year 2.
This is year 2.
Or year 2, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, he's learning as he goes. But it's like, if we all know the actual Batman, this nigga whole suit is latex. You know what I'm saying?
Depending on which suit. Depending on
what he's fighting. But
depending on which suit he has on.
Yeah, but I mean, but if you think about the fact that he, like, did the air glide and knocked his whole fucking head off.
Oh yeah, that was amateur. That was
it's
amateur
like, bro,
hour.
you out there playing that?
I don't think
that was his first time doing air glide.
Having bulletproof armor is something that's like, if I was a low level tier dude, the first thing I'm finna get is some armor.
No, but I'm saying, like,
what he's saying
if you
is
think about the
Deathstroke
movie
is
of
gonna be the one
Batman
that
now,
knows.
like, you think of this original movie of why he was so in everybody's face, like, you know who I am. I'm here. Like, we seen this nigga, like, bro, you taking shotguns in the face and shot, like,
well,
niggas
this was like his first big thing.
Yeah,
No,
so,
this is, well,
but
no.
so, like, but he got so something has
He already
to,
locked up Joker.
Yeah.
but something
Well,
has
we
to
don't know
happen
if
to
he
him.
Yes, he did.
Did he say it? Did they allude
What?
to it?
Who else would lock up Joker?
Anybody. There's criminals throughout the whole thing.
No, in the deleted scene, it was
no.
In the deleted scene, it was alluded to that it was him.
Oh, you didn't watch
the deleted scene does that. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
Bro,
The
them
deleted
choppers is
scene,
a
it could be
bitch.
in there
I
and
ain't gonna
out
lie.
there.
That champagne
But
hit
if
me.
it's in there, it definitely shows that like Joker was his first,
Yeah.
like, actual big fucking. So I feel
Well,
like
it always has been. So it's
right.
I see
so
that
that
now
means,
as a
so I would
comic book.
assume that his armor and everything he has is based off Joker. Like, it's year
Off
2.
the time that he was fucking.
Off the time, like, he had to deal with a whole big issue with Joker to make this.
He was like, how do I stop getting shot?
So he
Joker would shoot the fuck out. Joker would pop up like,
yeah.
Like,
So
that
we
shit,
got
like,
it.
how do I do
So if
this?
you think about Batman, is like Batman is really Goku in a sense because he's human. And, like, he's not human in a sense, but like,
I get what you're
saying, bro. He more
but
like Krillin.
he got to take a loss to actually, like,
Get better.
improve. So it's like we are watching year 2 in armor dealing with Joker, like, where he had to go back to talk to this nigga from the deleted scene. So it's like the next movie, like, he handled his movie, like, you know what I'm saying, his situation with armor. So someone has to, like, fuck with him in a level that's gonna, like, and I feel like the way the movie ended, it was more mental than more like we all like we geeked about Batman because he's like, this thing stepped in just like with armor beating everybody ass, but he's like mentally you like, bro, this nigga was wild, he emo as a bitch.
Bro, he was fed up.
So
with Joker
somebody
shit
gotta fuck with his
immediately.
mental for
Like-
the second movie to make him like, how do you make actual Batman? Like, how do you make the act? You know what I'm
I
saying?
think it's gonna
so I
be
think
Freeze.
Deadshot having a person where it's like, you know, Deadshot was so cold, you don't know where he
think
came from.
I like your idea. I think it's gonna be vice versa though. I think Deadshot's gonna be the mini villain and Freeze is gonna be the big villain.
I think it's gonna be Freeze because this sets
Yeah,
up
I would
perfectly.
say that, but I
I
don't
like-
think
I
this
like
is
your
a
theory.
world for a Deadshot.
I don't think it's gonna be Freeze.
I don't see
I
Deadshot
think it's
coming,
gonna
but
be
I like his
this sets
theory.
up.
Yeah.
I
I
think
do
this
like his
sets up
theory.
his sympathetic
But I-
backstory perfectly.
For Deadshot?
For Freeze.
Oh, no, for Freeze, for sure.
It sets it up perfectly because obviously his backstory is all of this has happened because he wants to save his wife.
Yep.
Yeah.
And with Gotham going to shit this year, even more. We don't know what happened with Gotham during the Joker year.
So my theory.
For all we know, his wife could have died when
So-
Batman allowed that explosion to happen.
So I'm gonna give you.
and
That's what I'm saying. So when
Yeah.
everything went to
they
shit
might
this
change
year,
it a little bit.
So my-
Because that was my theory with Two-Face.
Oh, okay.
That
So my
whole
thing is-
event
Yeah.
created these villains now that are giving a reason to be upset at Batman.
Yeah.
And also take over more of Gotham because Corleone is down and people they ain't gonna respect Penguin, you know.
Right.
He gonna try. So maybe that whole explosion and everything like
it
fuck
could,
people
yeah,
up.
truthfully, yeah, that could
That-
work for a lot of villains.
So my thing is though, like, there's never been a Batman movie where Batman actually investigates the cities of Gotham and everybody involved.
That's why I hated
Like,
all the
they're-
Batmans for the most part.
Because every
But you
Batman
can't.
movie.
I don't think you can put too many
hard.
villains in one
Yeah,
movie.
in
But
one
no,
movie.
because you're gonna get.
But you can
it's
have
too short.
What I feel like what we got was like, if you enjoy this movie so much, is because he actually dabbed in on everybody.
Well, I mean,
Like,
he
hold
dabbed
on,
in on
three-
what, three
Like, he's-
villains.
but it's all no. But I'm saying, like, if you think about this, like, so
Two
if you
and a
do a
half?
third movie, you do it. You do the second movie where someone assassinates. Like, now you don't know why
Patron,
niggas getting
Patron,
assassinated.
Penguin.
Like Riddler was killing people, but it was more of like you know, like that's why I said, like, it was more Madman, like Joker.
Well, see, here's where that's why I said it's going to be vice versa. Because
Bro, we could, you know what? Let me get off
this is a whole new podcast.
Because we didn't we did a Batman podcast, but after I've talked to more people,
Well,
like
to
I
be
can
fair,
really
this
do.
the deleted scene brought
Yeah,
back
bro,
more,
but like
brought back
I can
more.
like
all right, so your
I-
recommendation is Batman.
Yeah, my recommendation is pretty much the Batman deleted scene. I want people to watch it. I want people to understand that it's not Joker isn't in there. And to me, honestly, I feel like Joker is he's going to always be the end goal.
I mean, it's always Joker.
Yeah, but for me, in movie literature in general, there hasn't been a story that Joker and Batman relationship was created without no one knowing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So him like having I want them to put that deleted scene out.
Yep.
To just show why we watched the movie and how he just was cool with Riddler. Like because because when I saw him at the end of Batman, I'm like, Batman put this nigga in there.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah,
he
yeah.
did like first year he put him in there.
Yeah, of course.
So like and having that conversation was probably the best Batman Riddler, like Batman Joker conversation I've ever watched.
It was good. It was
like
dope.
ever
It was
watched.
a great. It was an amazing
It was
scene.
an amazing.
Yeah.
It just wasn't needed. It just wasn't needed.
I'm so glad it
didn't
wasn't in the
need,
movie.
was just overkill.
You know why? You know why it didn't need is because we know that story.
Mm-hmm.
But for anybody who doesn't know Batman, you like if it's still people in the world
I said
who's
that,
never watched a Batman and Joker movie,
You
showing
could have got that whole. You got
like
the whole
that
relationship.
scene, you
got
that.
You got the
need
relationship.
that.
Okay.
Like so, like the fact I feel like in the strip to DC and WB whatever, like not giving us an actual movie of Joker and their relationship, but just like, hey, we're gonna show the deleted scene that would show them that it's you know what I'm saying, that they do, that we are still following the timeline that Batman does have like we're not gonna do this shit 3 years later. We're not gonna do shit you know what I'm saying?
You know
we
you
already
know it
established that they got it. Like I feel like them doing that is keen on making Batman better.
Mm-hmm.
Like we like you said, we've all agreed that Batman and Joker has been used.
Yeah.
So all you need is a moment where you know that Batman and Joker really appreciate their relationship together.
Okay.
You know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
And having a year later and doing that, coming back, like we didn't need that in the movie. But for me as a fan of Batman, seeing the ending movie, knowing he talked to Riddler is like, Batman put you in there.
Yeah.
So I know y'all. That's how. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how. Like we like anybody, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's hard because it's like you make movies where you want to like adhere to everybody. So you gotta have that shit where you know what I'm saying. Like you gotta like give them that. You know what I'm saying? Like so I understood why they did that, but it's like we know that shit. You know what I'm saying? Why are you laughing at me, bro?
Because we just want to get our recommendations off, goddammit.
Talk about. I'm sorry, bro. You wrapped it up like 4 times.
I really did. He must have said the same thing 4 times in 4 different ways.
Deuces looked at me. Then after the 3rd time, Liv looked at me.
Did I do that again?
Yes.
That's so funny. We was telling this and tell you to shut the fuck up.
I'll
go down. We can go down the road.
Yeah, because I took
Liv
everybody.
gonna be
I
live.
took everybody's fucking time, so you got to let everybody do it.
So we'll just go down the road and Liv will be live, so you can do the extra.
Sorry,
I'm gonna.
bro.
That was funny. I'm gonna recommend Kaiju number 8.
Okay.
It's a manga right now. Essentially, the Japanese Defense Force, they are defending against kaiju because kaijus they attack basically regularly during it. And one of the main characters, he's part of like the cleanup force. So after the kaiju attack, basically he makes sure everything else is good, and something happens to him where he becomes a kaiju. So like he can.
Oh shit.
So like he can transform into one, but most of the time they can't control themselves, but he can. So his idea is that he wants to use that to defend against other kaijus attacking, but at the same time the defense force sees him as a kaiju attacking. The main reason I want to recommend it is it's rumored right now to have an anime adaptation coming. Ooh. And it's something that I've been reading the manga.
This is just the manga.
Yeah, I've been reading it for months. It's great. I do recommend that you read that, but also if the rumors are true and the anime adaptation is coming, I am super excited for it. That
sounds dope.
As long as they adapt it right, it's going to be amazing.
Sounds dope.
So yeah, I'm gonna recommend that.
All right, so I'm gonna recommend Elden Ring. Me and Didge have been going hard.
Have you been playing?
as fuck. I feel like Bacardi gave up on us, dog.
No, I didn't. But like, bro, I'm really mad that we can't play. Like, it's the cross. Like,
You can't?
it's not
so like, my
crossplay?
thing is,
It's not
like,
crossplay.
so my thing is like, y'all, like, I'm not. I see, like, seeing y'all involved just made me more mad. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, bro, I can't really be like in this.
I'm
you know what
hoping that crossplay
Like, I
comes
can-
eventually.
Because I mean, I don't even know. Like, my thing is like, I don't want to do like trying to match and say we in the same. Like, bro, I'm like, I see y'all enjoying yourself.
We
I'm
enjoying the
happy for
fuck
y'all.
out of it,
Dog.
dog. And it's like, bro, it's like you are in this open world where everything is like legit. Every time I run, I'm like, what the fuck is that,
Bro, everything is trying to
I
kill
have
me.
been playing though. I will say I haven't been playing. I haven't been
Like, dog.
I told y'all I went dragon hunting the other day. I didn't give y'all an update. It didn't go so
No,
well.
it's rough.
Dragon hunting was rough.
The funny thing about it is, like, all the rumors about how tough this game is legit. This game is hard as shit. These fucking bosses
because it
is
really
ridiculous.
like whoever made randomization move, like, you know what I'm saying? If an enemy is like, bro, these niggas all fight
Man.
differently. Like,
But
everybody fights.
here's the thing, like, me
It's
and
still
Didge-
so much fun.
Me and Didge been playing this for like 2 weeks. I literally just got to 1% completion of the game. Didge is still at 0, and we are still having mad fun. It's such a good game, dog.
I'm hoping
It's-
that means when I actually do the story, though, that I'm like, hey, this ain't shit.
Right,
Like-
right. But I'm recommending Elden Ring. All right, Lib.
Got a couple things. First, I'm gonna recommend the Larry June.
Ooh.
Oh, you gonna give me? See, if I had him on, I'd have got you. If I
Just
had
'cause
him
I'm
on today,
such
because I
a-
thought it was gonna be him Monday.
I don't know. You
A
might have to
huge
like
layer.
lift your foot up or something. I don't know if that's gonna make it to
A
camera.
huge Larry
Get him,
June
get him up,
fan.
get him up.
No,
Take,
it's gonna zoom
take
in
one
for-
off at least and show it, bro.
I
Well,
ain't finna
Bacardi
show
took
off
a
my
picture. He
size.
can send it to you too.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna show it because your feet never show anyway. Show off the
All right,
shoe.
the
nigga.
Larry Jones.
So the Larry June, it's just because I'm a huge Larry June fan. You
Big
know
Larry
what I'm
June
saying?
fan.
Yeah, and Saga came back on comic books, and
Mm.
you know that's one of my favorite comic book reads ever. Second, well, toe to toe with The Walking Dead. Yeah, I know Walking Dead is played out, but by the way, I
You
recommend
said
the
it's
show
coming back.
too.
You said it's coming back. Like, that last message you sent me, you said Walking Dead's been fire lately. I
Yeah,
haven't watched
that's what I'm saying. I was about to recommend that too, because this is the final season of The Walking Dead. You know, we're not getting it no more.
Bro, I
sure,
feel like
man,
they
it's-
said that
for
like
sure
3
this time?
seasons
For sure
ago.
this time.
Okay.
For
I
sure.
swear
They
I heard
have,
you
they
told
have.
me that before.
They
I
have.
swear you said that.
No,
before.
they
Shit, Flash is coming back.
announced
Flash
that.
supposed to be
I
the final
saw.
season.
Is it wrapping up with the book or the book is still going though?
No, I think
The
it's past
book
the
been
book.
done for like
They
it's been
passed the
done
book.
like 2 years ago.
Yeah, they passed
Nah,
the
they
book.
not past the book. They still on the
Really?
book.
Oh, I thought they was past
Yeah,
the book.
no, they're
Oh,
still,
that makes sense then why it wouldn't have been done. I thought they passed
I
the
thought they
book.
passed
no,
Yeah, I thought
they're,
they passed the book too.
no, not at all.
I mean, they
Surprisingly.
add their own variation, but it's still the book. But the book ain't done. Like they
But
haven't
did that
finished
make
the book.
sense why they wouldn't have finished?
Makes sense.
Well, when they
'Cause you
released
can have
the
2-3 seasons on
when
one
they
book,
released
damn
the
near.
show, Walking Dead had already been out. For
Yeah, I
like
know that.
4
Yeah,
years.
we
Then
are-
I
yeah,
get
we
that.
all know that.
But
I
I
thought
thought
they
it was
caught
still
up.
just.
I
I
thought they had
thought it was
caught
just
up.
yeah.
Passed.
Like for me, remember I stopped when I stopped watching the TV show when they started talking about wolves, but I actually hadn't read the book after that, even though wolves were even a thing.
So the
So I thought
wolves,
the wolves were made in the show, and I'm like, bro, I'm
Nah.
off this shit. Y'all,
the wolves
y'all
are
add-
the wolves are only in the show,
Oh,
but
what?
there is an episode. There is
But I
there's a
never even
part
got to
in The
Negan. Like,
Walking
watching the
Dead.
show, I never got to Negan. And
Actually,
I
I'm,
comic book.
I'm about to interview the mysterious chick. She's coming up.
I don't know who that
The
is.
chick with the glasses. You said you've been watching the mysterious chick with the glasses.
that just came from where?
I don't know. I haven't watched the season, but I know she's
The white woman?
No, she's a black chick. She has glasses. She's kind of caramel skin. She has glasses. Apparently, she got a whole lot of mystery to her.
Oh, that's the girl that Eugene was talking to.
Yeah.
That's the one that liked you.
I'm about to interview.
Eugene. Okay. No,
Clutch
like
it.
the wolves ain't in the comic book, but they took the idea of the wolves from something that had happened in the comic books.
And made it a thing to like push everything forward. in
And
the story.
so they used that as inspiration for the wolves, but the wolves never got explained.
So
wasn't anything.
So for me, that's where I stopped though, because I was like, I remember you sent me the list of
That was
everything
after the prison,
but
right?
it was everything
Yeah, it was
up.
after the
It was
prison.
everything
No,
up.
the
and-
wolves didn't come
so
after the
my
prison.
thing was,
I believe it did.
like, remember you sent me the files of all the readings of Walking Dead, like
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, all the way up to
I
100.
I read all of that. So in TV show wise, when they got to the wolves, I stopped watching it because I'm like,
because
this
it
is
wasn't
not,
in what he
'cause
had
it's
already
not the
read.
comic book I read no more.
That makes
so
sense.
That
was a filler thing though.
But I couldn't like,
That was a filler thing.
and I think during that time you was on that too. So I was like, if this thing don't like it, I'm really
But there
down.
was
You know
stuff
what I'm saying?
like Terminus wasn't part of the comic books. All right.
Oh shit! Damn.
Yeah, I read
Terminus
like,
was-
and
Terminus is fire, though.
And even the comic book I
Terminus is
read
fire,
that
though.
Lib gave me, like the whole supply, I think was only up till.
It was all the way up to 100. It was all the way up to 100.
so,
I
like,
think it might have been like two, maybe
It
two
ended.
issues
I know
shy.
it ended. Like I knew about the Tiger and King and all like it was like it went at it went. It wasn't. It went up.
You made it to past 100.
It went up until they got Negan. Like they like the new chapters when I
Well,
started.
the Tiger once Kane comes in, that's past Negan because that's the aftermath.
But
of
you know, like
Negan.
when Negan
No,
came
but
back,
that might be different in
when
the comics.
you know when Negan came back,
It's kind of almost season 8 was fairly accurate to
Okay.
how
Yeah.
they approached because they
That was the
found the
Whisperers, right?
hilltop. They found Alexandria
Yeah.
before they ever ran into Negan.
Yeah.
like
Okay.
then Negan came and fucked
Yeah.
their
Negan
ass up.
fucked
because
they
Negan was a boss. Like he
Hey,
had.
but what's
You know,
funny
they Negan
is
had his own place,
online,
and
they
Alexandria
say
was the place.
When the reveal of who Negan bashed, that's when the show
Yeah,
went
that's
down.
that is.
That's when everybody jumped off when the reveal.
Cause they killed Agent Fan. Like they had to take. Fan
I
out.
jumped off of the show.
But I remember that in the comic
little
book though. When
after
you
that.
see that in comic book, it's
in
like,
the comic
bro,
book, I was like, oh my god.
yeah, and like,
I was like, holy shit.
bro. I was, and I still say this all the time. I was laying in the bed in the middle of the night reading this comic, like from you know what I'm saying, in the bed like 2 or 3 in the morning.
It was a very good
married.
read,
Like
dude.
I'm like I couldn't even yell. I had to see this shit. Like I turned the page like a real natural, like, and was like I couldn't.
That
yell.
comic book had 2 moments for me. That one, but before that is when they blasted what's her name,
The
and
baby.
the
The
baby.
baby.
And they
It's just-
gave her a
both-
full spread.
Both of
Full
those.
spread.
Both of those scenes.
That, I was like, why would they
Both
give it
of-
a full spread?
Both of
though?
those scenes, I was in the middle of the bed in the middle of the night reading it. Both of them. I couldn't.
I
And I
was
couldn't.
I was like, oh my god.
That's what made me realize that I liked
comic
that
book
comic
was
in
one of
general.
the best.
Is because I couldn't.
that's
I wanted to yell so loud, but I couldn't. I had to contain it in the middle of the night.
But-
like
What else?
But yeah, my recommendation is gonna be that Saga. I love Saga, the comic book. You gotta find that on something. I know they got it. Like it's a sci-fi comic book. It's similar.
so the anime to it.
I hate comparing shit to Star Wars, but I compare it to Star Wars just because of how the world is set out.
Expand that out,
planets, things like that. You know, shit like that. I love it. You know, I think it's fucking super dope. And that's
It's on Comixology if you're looking for it.
Okay, good. Yeah, you got to read that. It's a good read. And so that, and then the Walking Dead. This last season been good.
Okay, all right.
I'm surprised. Like they making Maggie pretty much giving her who Rick was in the comic
And you can
books.
see
They
that
passed it.
in the last season that
They-
they was building that up.
Well, she left. She wasn't in the last season.
Yes, she
Remember?
was.
No, she left.
You that far
Oh
behind?
no, wait.
No, I'm not.
That's when she came
She
back.
came back last
in that
season. What you
season.
talking about,
'Cause
bro?
She was gone for
Yeah,
a few
she was
seasons.
gone. I'd say that.
Michonne is gone. You know.
Yeah, everybody.
Only
Michonne gone?
Yeah.
When she went to go
Is
find
she
Rick.
dead or she
No,
gone?
she went to go find Rick.
Because
Yeah.
not Garrett getting that Marvel money now.
She went
Rick gone, like that's what I'm saying. Like,
Bro, Rick been
like,
gone.
But I'm like, so like,
We
so
thought Rick was dead,
Just in general,
and
though,
then
like the
come
story
find out
y'all
he
telling, is these part of the comic? Like, cause I remember, like I said, Lib only got up until.
Oh, we'll get into
No,
that. We
in
just
the
recommendation.
comic,
Yeah.
no,
We'll get
no.
into
I'll
it.
tell you after the podcast. But yeah, those are my recommendations.
All right, and so the OG recommendation, man. So
Oh, and the Forbes. Y'all go out there and read the
the
Forbes.
Oh,
well,
I mean, that should be the OG recommendation now. Hey, that's the OG recommendation now.
Well, no,
You
but
know,
here's a couple of things that I did want to bring up, and it's so right now with us doing crowdsourcing for the Black Geek documentary, there's a couple of things, a couple of initiatives that I really want to find. So money from Patreon up until this point now is going to be pushed towards the Black Geek documentary. Like, we're going to be using that. Also, we have a GoFundMe out. The link is going to be in the description down below. Like I said, every little bit helps. But in addition to just outside of funding, we are making ourselves available to be appearing on podcasts, on articles, on magazines. Like, we want to talk about the Black Geek documentary. Even if you don't have an outlet, and if you go to any of our social media profiles, pinned link, share, like, use the hashtag Black Geek Documentary. Right now, we're at a space where we're just trying to build more awareness about this documentary and about what we're doing. It is it's something that we are extremely passionate about.
This is legit the biggest thing that Geekset has ever done. So it's a situation where it's like, it's beyond all hands on deck. We all hands are on deck and we jumping through that shit.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, every bit of support helps out, man. You know what I'm saying? Retweets, reposts, using that hashtag, donating to the GoFundMe, signing up to the Patreon,
telling a friend.
Like, we are trying, you know what I'm saying, inviting us on your platform. We are trying to get more notoriety out here with this documentary. It's for the culture, by the culture. So that's it. You know what I'm saying? Also, go join to our Discord, man. Our Discord is going to get a lot of second-hand information. We're gonna stream a lot of behind the scenes and stuff towards our Patreon first.
And Discord, you still might not get everything.
Right. You might not get everything, but you'll get a little bit more. But it's like I said, it's a dope community. Always go to our website, GeeksetPodcast.com. Go to our shop, man. Bacardi did his fucking thing with the fucking reboot, the merch, man. You know what I'm saying? You see the geek.
That's another way you can support the documentary.
Find that. You know what I'm saying? Get you some merch, man. You know what I'm saying? Go to youtube.com/GeeksetPodcast. See what the hype's about. See why Forbes fuck with us, man. You know what I'm saying? See what we are about. If you haven't watched it, if you haven't seen Free Throw Poppy's review, if you haven't seen Geekset Rewind, if you haven't seen
the shop on all IGs right now.
You know, check that out, man.
You can buy everything,
you know
everywhere.
Saying? Follow us on all social media platforms at Geekset Podcast. Of course, we're going to be funneling a lot of information, a lot of what we're doing on there. And as always, man, this is the only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together that's been featured in Forbes.com magazine.
Hey.
And we are out. Peace!
Motherfucker! You know what I'm saying? Like, hey.
I got to piss like a fucking racehorse, dog.
I'm going to slap.